Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live. And we are going to discuss everything today. Yeah? Everything we will discuss today because enough is enough. Yeah? There'll be people joining us today. Don't worry. You know what I mean? The room may be empty right now, but there are people on their way. You feel me? Because cooking has to be done today. I've had enough of this manager. I've had enough of this team. Enough is enough. Sack this manager now. Yeah? Bring who you want to bring in and let's start again. Because this manager ain't it. Yeah? He ain't it. I'm sick and tired of him gaslighting us. I'm sick and tired of him taking a piss out of us. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it. And now we shall talk. So big up to everyone locked in. Big up to Staffy. Staffy and Flawless will be here in a second, people. He's just getting his stuff ready, his laptop ready. Yeah, man. Staffy, chat to us, man. I heard you're not happy. You know, we were backstage. You know what I mean? Is Faz in the background? I don't know if his Faz is there, but big up Faz if he's in the background. I can give him the link, don't worry. But yo, Staffy, talk to us, man.
First of all, thank you for having me, Saeed, as always. Big up to everyone who's here. Make sure you guys smash a like. Make sure you guys subscribe. Show love to Saeed in the panel, because it seems like this emergency thing is a weekly thing now. So I don't even make plans for Saturday at this point anymore. I'm always like waiting for the Saeed emergency stream call, because I know there's always a car crash coming with this team, and I know there's an emergency coming with this team. So instead of us spending our Saturday nights with the people that we love, our friends and family, we're just here doing this content. So the least you can do is show us all love and show Saeed love.
Yeah, man.
Secondly,
yeah.
But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say big up to MBFC MB. Make sure you follow them on Twitter and YouTube.
100%.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
big up to everyone. Now, I was gonna say, secondly, yeah, I am in a bad mood. I'm tired of this team. I woke up super early to watch this game, just to watch absolutely crap football. But I think the most sad part is that we expected that. Me, Griggs, and CK were actually speaking last night, and we were like predicting how the game is gonna go. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the fact that we could sit here and say a team sitting in 19th place is about to come to our stadium and control the ball and play us off the park, and it actually does happen. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's annoying, and I'm sick of seeing this. The fact that still people that defend this manager and defend some of these players is embarrassing to me. And I'm sick of this whole thing where we sit here every week and, you know, big up Ryan every time, but we talk about, oh, how about we said this about Anthony, we said this about Hojlund, we said this, we said that. I'm sick of it. I don't even want to have these player versus player debates, because most of these guys are just not good enough. This manager surely is not good enough. And I don't know, what do people need to see more before they actually call out this manager for what he is. I still see people saying, oh, he deserves a chance under the new regime. He deserves a chance under Ineos. He deserves a chance under Barada and Wilcox and Ashworth. Why? Based on what? I don't think anyone deserves anything unless it's earned. We all here work for stuff and we say we earned it. I don't think I've been given anything. Okay? So everything I work for is earned. No one just gifts me something. So why is this manager being gifted something? Why does he deserve to be here next year? Let's just talk objectively about what we've seen this season. He's coming in early yesterday or before the game, or I forgot when it was. And he's talking about how this team, when healthy, should be competing for top 4. Excuse me? So you're telling me on our best day, we're competing for top 4. That's going into your 3rd year. I didn't expect that. I thought on our worst, we should be competing for top 4. Because you're the one who came in, Mr. Big Bollocks, and said, era's come to an end. I didn't do that. Saeed didn't say that. Flawless didn't say that. We're just going by what you told us. And as a man, this is what I do, Saeed. I don't know about you guys, but as a man, I hold another man accountable to his own words. If you told me something,
look at this guy.
If you tell me something,
Biggest Ten Hag inner is in the building. Jalapeno. Sorry, just listen, man.
Bring him on. Bro. I don't know
man.
who that is, but bring him on.
But I'll send him the link. But he won't come on, will he? But he'll come on here and say,
that's not what they do,
an embarrassing
bro.
bunch. Come on the show. I'll give you the link. I'll send the email, and I want you to give a defend Ten Hag. Why do you do that? But you'll just write on here, what an embarrassing bunch. What's embarrassing is this football under your manager. Yeah? That's what's embarrassing. The football that we're struggling against Burnley. That's what's embarrassing, mate. So for you to come in here and say, what an embarrassing bunch, you're coming in with an embarrassing excuse, defending this manager. Are you crazy? What are you defending here? Seriously, what are you defending here, mate?
He's predictable. What? You know what he's going to say, bro? He's going to talk about the injuries.
Of course.
That's what they're going to do.
It's always injuries. It's always injuries. You got the Flawless in the building as well, man. Flawless, you saying you're good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm blessed. Obviously, wish we was here under better circumstances. It's not an emergency meeting, people. It's no longer an emergency. It's the norm.
Next season we will.
Saeed's right when he's titled this SOS stream.
SOS, man. That's what it is.
Save our souls. Yeah, like we
save ourselves. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, actually.
Save ourselves. Like that's where we're at with it. And I know that Staffy had a lot to see. He was talking beforehand, all three of us, and he's spoken on the live as well at the start in regards to it. And there isn't anything new to say. It's just, again, new lows. I said it on here last week and the week before. Just when you think Manchester United can't sink to a lower level, there's a trapdoor on the level we're at, and we fall even lower. And it happens week in and week out. And the biggest, what's the word I'm looking for? The biggest indictment of how bad it is that the one thing none of us ever are is shocked. Staffy mentioned there, I knew what to expect. Saeed, without even talking to you, I know you knew what to expect going into this game, as did I, as did any Manchester United fan who is not blinded by their love for the football club.
Facts.
Like, it's blatantly obvious. We've played 3 championship level sides. In regards to Burnley, are about to be relegated. Sheffield United have now been relegated, and Coventry are currently in the championship. So we are playing championship level sides, even though 2 of them are not champion. Well, 2 out of the 3 of them at that time were not championship sides. They're championship level sides, and for large parts, we have struggled. 20 minutes against Coventry, which was the worst 20 minutes of the season by far. Definitely the worst. And it's not solely on the manager, and it's not solely on the players. It's both. Let me just clarify that, because people like to do, Staffy mentioned player versus player, and he's not going to do that. And I don't do that either. I'm not going to do player versus manager. Yes, in certain defeats, more of the blame is on the manager. In other defeats, more blame is on the players, but it's never blameless for either. You know why? Because they're a team. They are a squad. So when they win, we praise the entire team and go, yeah, the team played well. The manager managed well. When we perform poorly, we say the team played poorly. The manager got decisions wrong. Again, 3 championship sides we've played, and we have struggled for large parts. They're
the championship team, man.
Maybe that's our level. I said this. You know what I'm saying? The championship is our level because it seems to be the only teams we can beat, but we're having competitive games. Against Burnley, why is it? That's no disrespect to Burnley, but the match should not be competitive. Maybe they have a little 10-minute spell, but that's it. But we should be the dominant team in the game. No way should they come to OT. And I believe they had 53% possession of the ball.
Yeah, they had more possession, man.
How is that? Should not happen. Coventry, I'm not sure what the percentage was in terms of ball possession, and in regards to the Sheffield United game as well, where I thought we was a little better, but it's still too much of a game. It's still too competitive. But like I say, week in, week out on this platform, how much more evidence do you need to see before you go, this manager is not good enough, these players are not good enough? And you know what, one of the worst things, but it was plenty bad about today, but one of the worst things about today was we had enough of the ball in the correct areas, we just couldn't create. That is blasphemy. That we are playing a championships level side and we cannot create. And that's where I look at the manager in regards to a system, because football is a system game. And no matter how bad your players are, because we see it with Brighton, we've seen it for years, like, we don't rate their attackers. So how come they create so many chances on a regular basis? Whether it was under Graham Potter or whether it's now under De Zerbi. And how many Brighton players would we take in the past 3-4 years?
But you wouldn't take any Burnley players, though. This is a mad thing.
You wouldn't take no Burnley players. And then because of the lack of system, you're then looking for your attackers to take it upon themselves to create.
Yes.
And they don't have the individual quality. They're limited. Bruno Fernandes is limited, ladies and gentlemen.
But no, he's magnifico. He did well against Sheffield United.
Yes, he did well against Sheffield United. And what do you say? Yeah, props to you for doing well against Sheffield United. You played
respect.
Well.
They were saying respect.
You was the catalyst for that. Okay, but now it's consistent.
Better than De Bruyne.
No, listen to this. Plus, he's been carrying us. Now people don't. He's been carrying us to what? To 6th?
I say
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Carried us to what? So Bruno's limited. Garnacho is limited. Anthony is limited. Hojlund is limited. And then you look behind that from an offensive standpoint. You have Eriksen. He wasn't at his best today, but he's limited. Squad player at best, and I like Eriksen.
Yeah,
Looking for your from your fullbacks. Wan-Bissaka gives you nothing going forward, and Deleu's limited. So we just got limited play. There's no je ne sais quoi in attack. There's nobody who's gonna do something outside of the system.
Seriously, you're right, man.
Limited. That's why I don't even get onto the players in regards to they really can't do much more going forward. There's times they can make better decisions, but I'm saying overall, I'd be critical at the moment when I'm watching the game. But outside of that, you lot can't really do much more. I'm asking a front four of Bruno, Hojlund, Garnacho, and Anthony to be creative. I don't rate you, man.
Yeah.
I don't rate you 4 as a quarter. I don't. So I can't. It's really unfair. That's why I'm never really too harsh on them. That's why I don't overly criticize. When people ask me about Bruno Fernandes and say, yeah, Bruno. Everyone knows what it means when I say that. Anybody who regularly watches me has heard me say that repeatedly. Garnacho, again, unfair predicament, but a limited player. Anthony, limited. Hojlund, limited. Not really much more else. And then you're looking for your manager to go, all right, this group of attackers in particular are limited. Put a system in place to help them create chances.
Yes. But clearly got chances as well.
Not to put this all on Hojlund, because I got a lot of hate today for posting a clip about him.
That was a bit disingenuous. I can't lie.
No, but let me tell you something, Saeed. He played today 65 minutes, okay? He had 14 touches. Forget the clip. You played a team like Burnley where you controlled most of the ball in the earlier stages of the game, and he's had 14 touches. Who do you want me to blame? You can't tell me don't blame the manager, and then you can't tell me don't blame the player. Who am I blaming for this? Because back in the day, I'll tell you this. If we were watching our favorite players about 10 years ago, or maybe even less than that, 7 years ago, whatever it is, if we had a striker that played against a 19th place Burnley without only 14 touches in the game, 0 shots on target, 0 shots off target, only the ball that he played to Bissaka, I get that. I actually posted on another tweet, but that wasn't the point. The point is that he doesn't do enough against all type of opposition.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And Saeed, he scored 1 goal now in the last 7 games, which is why when we sit here and say, I actually don't blame him the most
a team,
for this.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's not even that. The recruitment, when I look at how much we paid for him and how much he can do on the ball and in the game, and when you've had most of the ball, because let's be honest, in the first half we had a lot of the ball until Burnley grew into the game within the second half of the half. He still managed in over an hour of football being played to have 14 touches. That is not acceptable, Saeed. It is not acceptable. I'm not talking about chances being created for him, because that's the excuse everyone runs for him. I understand that. How could you play against a side like this and you're only getting 14 touches? Who am I supposed to blame for that? If you don't want me to blame the kid, then let me blame the manager, because he identified him as his target. And then he said the okay to sign him, because he has, remember, before Ineos and all of them came in, he had what? He had the veto rights to say, I want this player or I don't want this player. You accepted the fact that you want to sign this player for that amount of money. And he's been our main guy. Forget Martial being injured. I know all that. But he's been our main guy this season. For you to have 14 touches against 19th place Burnley, and people don't want me to be angry. I'm going to be angry at someone, bro. Just tell me to be angry at.
With Hojlund, I think for me, it's his touch more than anything. Gets away from him. He doesn't anticipate the ball. You know, the movement's quite poor. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at the greater issue at Man United. And it's the fact that, big up Adam in the building, it's the fact that, you know, he's not getting this, like, we're not getting proper service to him. And I look at the whole system. We've got greedy wingers. We've got players that are just forcing the ball. The amount of times Bruno Fernandes is forcing the ball into Hojlund, you know? And when he gets the ball, his touch is very, very awkward. It's more into feet and then kind of like holding back the defender. It's not a into feet and then move. Do you get it? Like, you know when you get into feet ball and then you kind of move to your left and then you kind of run off. It's not that kind of like into feet. You know, and that's the problem he has to work with. He still is young, but I think overall, man, it's very, very poor, man, from Hojlund. I think for me, is he the biggest problem? No. But also, he needs to do better himself as well. You know, so... But I'm just sick of everything, bro. I think for me, the great issue is this manager coming out talking about we play... What did he say, guys? Ten Hag.
He compared us to 2004 Fergie team.
No, he said...
Just,
also, he said, Steffi, and sorry for being late. Big up, everyone, man.
Big up,
yeah, big up, man.
He said we are one of the most dynamic and entertaining teams in the league. And one of the... What did he say?
I'm going to bring it now.
Hey, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? Ten Hag, I don't normally do this. I'm gonna give you a way out. I'm saying language barrier. English is not his best language, man.
Let's hear what he said. Let's hear what he said.
That's the only reason.
We are one of the most dynamics and entertaining teams in the league in this moment by creating loads of chances, by playing good football. Yeah, and we concede also. We have to learn from it because it was unnecessary to lose the control.
Man said we are the most dynamic and entertaining team in the league. What's dynamic about United being on
chaos is dynamic?
1 goal difference, conceding 51 goals, scoring 52. 1 goal goal difference. You know, having 12 losses, 6 draws, and 16 wins. What's dynamic about that, man? What is dynamic about that? Yeah, it's an absolute.
Our blood pressure is dynamic, goes up and down all over the map.
I wish we was chaotic, because then at least we just create chances on accident. If we did the chaos thing, like if we just went gung ho and he was like, you know what, forget tactics, forget system. If you score 3, we'll score 5. Cool. At least we know what we're getting, but we don't try and do anything. We're not gung ho. We're not offensive. We're not dynamic, but then we're not defensive on the counter attack. We don't park the bus. We're not tough to beat. We just out there running around. We just cardio and no vibes. It's just straight cardio. And in 2024, the craziest part is where it's such an athlete's game. We are one of the most unathletic teams I've ever seen.
I know.
Like, I was watching today and I'm like, yo, this is like a bunch of me's running around out there. Just no athleticism whatsoever. Just nothing. There's no pace. There's no power, there's no strength, and people confuse that with energy. Like, for instance, Garnacho, I'll use him as an example. Like, he has great acceleration, but when it comes to actually, like, strong running and going past people, he can't do it. Anthony, you know, Hojlund can get up ahead of steam, but Hojlund and then Bruno is the example, is the epitome of what I'm talking about. He is the prime example. It's awful. Like, it's just so bad.
Big up to... Cavill says, no Diddy, but all Rasmus does is back into man. Sometimes drop off to create space for himself or others. He's got to learn for himself. And big up Timber says, do you know the United were robbed? Biggest United fan channel is killing the standards of so many fans. Listen, man, I said it to people, I'll say it again, man. You know what I mean? For me, talking about penalties and whatnot, like, there are situations here, you know what, when you're desperate as a team like Burnley, you need them to go in your favour. We have 90 plus minutes to find a winner, to score ample amount of chances and goals, yeah, to not get to that situation. And now we're talking about handballs and penalties. Like, come on, man. We're making like, we know the Premier League is corrupt, man. Look at the referees today. That foul was never a foul on the Badiashile foul. It was never a foul, Chelsea, but they gave it. They gave the foul. Is what it is. I think for me, yeah, when you look at it, the Premier League referees are shit. We know they're shit. So you know what? Score goals, innit? Score goals, man. You got control. You have time, bro. How many times did we get to that, bro? We have 80 minutes, 85 minutes to score against Burnley. If it's against Man City, I understand it. I'm like, yo, we need something to kind of, you know, we need a decision to go our way because we're going to get few and little opportunities. But sorry, man, for you to have to blame, you know, penalties against Burnley, that's when you know when we're sad, Adam. That's sad, the same
thing versus Coventry, by the way.
Yeah, Coventry, man.
That penalty as well. But go ahead, Adam, because I've had enough of this shit, man.
Yeah, bro. I
You gotta
don't
carry
know
on.
what to say. I can't lie. It's just tragic, isn't it?
Wallahi,
It is.
Adam.
Is
I've
there
had enough.
someone coming on that is the defending Ten Hag?
Bro,
No,
I
they're
doubt it.
hiding,
I
bro.
doubt
They're
it.
hiding.
I think they're hiding. They're hiding.
Okay, good. Because I work way too hard to have someone tell me how great of a job he's doing. Like I can't be having it. So,
Bro, I wish there was anyone here because at least they would give us some logic,
Yeah,
maybe, to
yeah.
why they defend that.
No. This is why you make a mistake, Staffy, bro. The same brain that backs Ten Hag is the same brain that you expect to give you logic.
Bro, at least say some words.
No.
Don't just because people like Jalapeno sitting in the
Shout out
comments.
to
bro.
Lewis Raid.
Hey, you know what? You always break things down. That is true, Adam. That is so.
Yeah.
That is so true. You're expecting logic from someone who backs Ten Hag.
Exactly. What are we
Yeah.
doing? The
Yeah.
brain that tells you it's a process is the same brain that is going to understand what you're saying. No, of course not. So there's not much you can do, man.
But you know what it is though? But the thing is, today Marcel, he was talking about. Listen, let me just bring up Mark because Marcel is a funny guy, man.
No, he's
He's
fascinating.
talking about like back the manager. This is the time to back him now, broski. Like Marcel, man. I'll see you on Wednesday, yeah. But he goes, Ten Hag has to be backed this summer. This is his own words, yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying anything that's out of line or what he said. Ten Hag's having back this summer. This performance was absolute crap. Ten Hag needs to play counter-attack and low block for the rest of the season. Broski, the season's done, blood. Massive for the rest of the season. Mathematically, we cannot finish top 4. Season is done, bro. What do you mean counter-attack and low block?
You know what the crazy part is?
Season, khalas, man.
Yeah,
Khalas.
the season is done, but you know what the crazy part is? That's what he should have done from the start of the season, because that's what got him here. The season we just had, the first season we had, he played low block, played counter-attacking football, and we were defensively rigid. Why did you just not carry on with that? Why did you just not buy players for that? You had success with that. Why not just go the whole way? But yeah, and it's
mad, bro. In spite of all this nonsense he talks after every press conference, people still support his manager. They live in cuckoo land. I'm telling you, Rafi, man. And you know what's mad? I think people have lost a bit of like the ones that are Ten Hag in, yeah. They're seeing his quotes now and they can't back him because they're seeing that he's talking about. And this is the biggest one of the whole lot. Wallahi, this one broke me. It baffled me. Wallahi, I was reading this and I was like, you flipping what? You flipping what? Let me read this comment out for you, yeah. You have to dissect this. I swear down, bro. Let me bring it up. He's talking about the 2004-5 squad. So everyone's old enough to remember the 2004-5 squad. Jose Mourinho won the first league title. Very good team.
Yeah, that squad was awful.
That was a very good team.
Yeah, that's
Jose Mourinho, he came in, I am the special one. You got to give credit to him. That was a special team, yeah?
That's the team with 15 goals in a season.
Yeah, and Czech got the most clean sheets in the league. Record, by the way. It says, it's unfair to compare this Man United team with the ones of the past. Okay, cool. But even if Man United team of 2004-5, they didn't play great football. They were building. It takes time. Even players who were in that team forget they needed time to progress. So basically, yeah,
you know what?
He's talking about that. So there was a guy came out, yeah, a journalist came out, yeah. He basically just killed him, yeah. He said this, yeah. He said this. He said the 04-5 team also finished third. Lost only 5 Premier League games, by the way. We've lost 12, had a 32 goal difference, and got through to the Champions League group stage. So wouldn't be pushing that comparison too hard.
You know what as well is funny, Saeed, if you bring back the quote.
He
starts the sentence with, it's unfair to compare this team to United teams of the past. And then he proceeds to compare it to the team of the past.
Where's Spaz when you need him? Talking about the neurons in the brain.
Yeah, and on top of that, he said it's unfair to compare those to Manchester United teams of the past. You compared it to the Manchester United team of the past.
Exactly.
What?
You know what's crazy? He picked the worst team possibly in the past to compare him to. Because those teams were great. They were winning leagues or finishing second. So he picked the worst one, which is 2003, 2004. Bro. And the stats are still so much better than this team.
Exactly.
Should we analyze that team as well, by the way?
And you know what's crazy about the 04-05 team? We wanted them gone too. We were criticizing those players too. They weren't good enough.
Jemba. David Bellion.
They weren't good enough.
I wanted half of that team gone, mate. Yeah, they were shit, that team.
we didn't win anything from 04, 05. Was it because that was the team that went out? Did they not go out in the Champions League the year after? I swear there was a team that went out in the Champions League group stages around
The
that
group
time
stages,
and we finished
yeah,
bottom
yeah,
of the
yeah.
group.
It
I don't know
might
if it
have
was
been
that year, but it might have been the following year.
Cleberson, yeah, bro. That team,
Yeah.
I couldn't stand that team, bro.
It was either 3-4 or 4-5 flawless.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
one
see
of
who
those.
was still there in 07 when we actually got back to a good footing. I think it was when did we next win the
06,
Premier League?
06,
We won
07,
6-7.
06, 07. So
07,
check who was there 04, 05, and then check who was there 06, 07. Guarantee you there's a difference. And we
Bro.
kind of, if I remember correctly,
Yeah, and
But
by
it's
that
context to
comparison,
it. Fergie
we're
had-
gonna win the league in 2 years.
Yeah,
because
but
that's
there you
what
go.
the team did.
3 times in a row.
There you go. There's a reason why Fergie went to that route. You know, Keane went. I think Keane might have been last season. I think in that season, but there was a natural progression. Rooney and Ronaldo were very, very young. We were building a team that was going to be built around Rooney and Ronaldo. He was building something. You know what I'm saying to you? Like,
Exactly.
come on.
Facts.
We just signed, I think in the January transfer window, we signed Produce Ever and Vidic. They took time to settle into the team. Like, broski, we were building. Like, Ten Hag, you ain't building shit, bro. What are you building, man?
all right. So I'm looking
What
here.
you building, bro?
This is the 04, 05 team, so it is kind of different from the players who were not around. So Tim Howard was the goalkeeper. So that
Yeah.
tells you. So, you know,
And
when we were
Carroll as
successful,
well.
It was Van der Sar, yeah, it was Howard, Roy Carroll, Ricardo. They were our 3 goalkeepers. Ainter was still here. PK was still here. Jonathan Spector, McShane, Silvestre, Kevin Richardson, Gary Neville, Phil Bardsley, Roy Keane, Jemba, Alan Smith, Cleberson, Quentin Fortune, Liam Miller, Chris Eagles, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Diego Forlan, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Bellion, Luke Steele, Giuseppe Rossi, Sylvan Evans Blake. So people, the squad was very much different from the team that actually went on to win the league.
Exactly.
All them players I just mentioned were no longer there. Is the
Guess
point
who
I'm
came
making.
first?
That's pretty much the whole team.
Chelsea came first. Guess who came second? The team that just went through the Invincibles. They just finished the season Invincibles the season before that. And guess who stopped them 49 unbeaten? 49. Who stopped them? Manchester United. Yeah. So, listen, do you think our team would have any cojones? We couldn't even beat Man City on the final day of the season, yeah? In the FA Cup, right? We couldn't beat them to stop their trouble. And this manager's talking about, 4 or 5. It's an absolute disgrace. And who's letting him say this? Who's allowing him to say this, man? It's a national disgrace.
The fans are allowing him. He's taking liberties because he's being allowed to. He should have.
But Adam, let me ask you a question, though. Did he prepare this kind of excuse? Because I don't think anyone would say, yo, shall we go back to 2004-05? He's preparing these excuses, you know, Adam. He's preparing them.
I suppose so, which means he's dumber than we think, which is funny.
Ah, man, this is crazy. I big up to HKN. He says, strikers in the Premier League better than Hojlund, Haaland, Alvarez, Jesus, and Ketia, Nunes, Gakpo, Ollie Watkins, Richardson, Richarlison, Isaac, Callum Wilson, Antonio, Nicholas Jackson, Konya Solanke, Welbeck, Ferguson, Mateta, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Ivan Toney, Chris Wood. Shit, man. That's crazy. You know what it is with me? Obviously, they've all got Premier experience and whatnot, but Ferguson, listen, I don't know, man. I'm not even going to argue with it. We need to see more from Hojlund. That's all I want to see. We see more from Hojlund. But some of them, Enketia, I'm not sure about Enketia, though. You know what I mean? I don't know about Enketia. Man's hardly played, bro. You get me? Rashford, Shaw, Anthony, Casemiro, and McTominay need to go. But you know what it is, yeah? Man, like, I think he's the biggest gaslighter, man. Ten Hag.
Massive.
I swear down, man. He's such a big gaslighter, man. He's just taking a piss out of us, guys, man.
Yeah, big time, Saeed.
He's taking a piss out of us, man. And we're just accepting it, man.
I mean, we're not accepting it. This is why we're
No, I'm
sitting
saying,
here.
like I said, like, it's it's becoming acceptable. That's the word I'm looking for. Becoming acceptable for people to be like, you know what, it's cool. You know, Burnley, it's cool. You know, it's cool. It's not cool, man.
I'm looking at a graph right here, Said, while we're speaking. It's making basically a comparison between teams that we had almost most points of last season versus now. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to go through the whole graph, obviously, because there's so many teams. But it shows that we're at a negative 18 point difference against certain teams like Spurs, Palace, Bournemouth, Forest. So I'm not going to go through the results, but I thought I'd read this out. Basically, this stage this season versus the same stage last season. Last season, we were on 19 wins, 9 losses, and 6 draws. This season, we're on 16 wins, 12 losses, and still 6 draws. So we lost 3 more games than we did last season at the same stage.
Yeah.
But this is what's interesting. Last season we scored 52, and we didn't. We scored 49. This season we scored 52. We conceded 41 last season, and now we conceded 51. We conceded 10 more goals in this stage this season versus last season, and 4 less clean sheets. So it's about the same amount of goals scored because there's only a 3-goal difference. But
last year
10
was
more
poor,
goals
you know.
conceded.
We overgassed last year, man.
And you know what, Saeed? We said it's okay. We just gotta build on that.
Build on it, yes.
The fact that we kind of slightly said, you know what? Okay, I'll let it go because we're still finishing 3rd. We still had a cup. We're going into the Champions League, but let's just go and build that. And it's first season, and rightfully so. The other ones that called us toxic and whatever. Actually, last year none of us were toxic. We were just winging it.
Yeah,
but now the fact that we're regressing from that point, and people still don't want to call it out. And now the manager's switching his energy from eras can come to an end to, on our best day and when everyone is healthy, we'd be competing for top 4. I didn't know we went and spent all that money in the summer for you to tell me we should be competing for top 4. I thought you told me that eras come to an end and we're going to start competing because I would only expect you to improve from there. So it's just like, I still don't get it why people think we're upset when we're calling out the regression, because we spent a lot of money in the summer. And he got a lot of the guys that he wanted. So we can use the injury excuses all you want. I'm seeing Palace with a new manager for about a month, actually bumping the teams off the park. And we're about to play them on Monday. So get ready for a Monday night in Selhurst Park. And Hamza's
we're going to get cooked.
Don't be surprised if you see Hamza in the stands and mocking us. Because, bro, it's about to be peak. Because we've seen what happened against them last season.
Park as well. Like weekdays games against Palace at their place are the worst for me.
We're getting
cooked, a vibe around it that just man, not in for it.
Saeed, can you do me a favor? Can you put that comment from Lau Zesso? I don't know how he says it. It's right under the super chat.
Which one?
That's his name. One. Yeah. He says, "Come on, Stuffy, don't hold that one quote against him.
Hold it against Sancho."
So thank you, Adam. Adam, how can I not hold you against your own words? What else do I have? What else do I have to hold against you if I don't use your word? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
What else am I supposed to judge it by?
For the words coming out of your mouth, like this is something. This is ridiculous.
It's true though. You're saying all of this stuff. You're saying we play dynamic football. You're saying and you know what's mad? Yeah, he said good isn't good enough. And now this morning, honestly, I was so pissed off. You know, I was hoovering the house here, and I was cleaning the house here, and then I seen the tweet, and I was like, "Yo, what's this? Yo, someone's telling me to check this tweet." A man saying, "Yo, we're not challenging next year." Like,
wait. Who said this? Wait. Who said this?
Ten Hag.
Yeah,
I missed it because I
it's embargo transfer. He said we're not challenging next year. I said, broski, bro, why are you even talking like, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna get a 10 anyway, man. You know the man that think that he could pull a 10, yeah? And like it's like, yo, bro, what you it's true though, man. That man, I think, yo, I can pull a 10, and they're talking about, yeah, man, I can pull 10s, man. Bro, you ain't getting winning the league anyway with this team.
Hey, Ryan, I know you watching. He talking about you, but carry on.
Listen, yeah, bro, Ryan, shout out to you, man. But I feel like for me, it's like, bro, you're not going to win a title anyway. So why are you talking about it, bro? You are struggling against Burnley. You talking about title? Get out of here, man.
Like he's basically saying, with 400 millions and a full squad, the best I can do is compete for top 4, but we are one of the best teams in the league and one of the most entertaining and dynamic, creating loads of chances and playing great football.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy. And the thing is, it's not just one quote. It's like he has bars and bars.
Like he has a repertoire at this point.
Bro.
That's why the person said don't hold the quote against him. Actually, I should have answered with this. Which quote?
Yeah, which quote?
Which
exactly.
Quote? There's so many of them.
Quote? Bro, man. Chris Miles says one of the most dynamic and entertainment reigning teams. Big up to Disgusting. Among the panel, who are your top 2-3 choices to replace Ten Hag? Manager we can get. Love your passion for United, Saeed, bro. Apparently we're hearing Tuchel, man. Tuchel apparently
Bro.
is the one we're hearing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll give it to Ricky, man, until the end of the season.
yo, shut, broski.
He'd do
This is why,
fine.
for me, he don't deserve to end the season, man. This is why I always say, people. When people say, no point sacking him now, I'm like, yo, you don't deserve to end the season, man. Like, yo, like,
Yeah, because you know,
broski.
sometimes there are things they're not going to have an impact, but you have to do them just for self-respect.
Yes, thank you.
This is just it. Like, I
Thank you.
cannot tolerate this. Like, this is a guy that we are trying to defend a year after he got spun 7-0 by Liverpool. Like, and everything since that 7-0 loss has been a failure. Like, I'm running out of things to say to express and justify that he needs to go. There is
Yep.
nothing there.
Yep.
Nah, he needs that.
100%, bro.
Facts. Big up to Carlton Banks. He says, Eric tonight after the game, we had the most entertaining directives in the league. Sat this full, man. Everyone's bringing the quotes today, yo. Guys, make sure you like the videos. Over 2,000 people in here. Let's get up to 500 likes. We're halfway through the show. 500 likes, people. If you could do that, that would be amazing. You know what it is with me, though? The managers, listen, man. Tuchel, for me, I'm starting to look at him differently now. I'm starting to look at, yo, am I being ungrateful? Should I just accept Tuchel just for the sake of it?
Saeed, no, you should never. Just because a manager is terrible at your football club does not mean you should lower the standards for the next.
That's what I'm saying to people.
The standards should still be the standards, because people will do
Facts.
that and get to defend because Ten Hag is doing nothing of note that you can defend it, or there's nobody else out there, or nobody else can do better. Let's say the next manager doesn't work, you still attempt, because one thing we know for sure is Ten Hag is not working. And in Manchester United's history, guess what? We've sacked managers. More managers in the history of Manchester United have been unsuccessful rather than successful, because it's very tough. What we are asking for it's an extremely tough job, and it's a big ask what we are asking for. That's why at all top clubs, so whether it's Manchester United, whether it's Liverpool, whether it's Arsenal, whether you look abroad and you talk Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, check back through their history. They've all had more unsuccessful managers than successful managers, because it's extremely tough what we are asking for, but you still attempt. That's what I'm saying, is you attempt to get it right. So let's say it is Tuchel, even though I'm not a big fan of Tuchel. All right, cool. Like, give him a shot. Do I want Tuchel? No. I think it'd be a very lazy appointment. I think it'd be a very lazy appointment.
It'll be a lazy appointment, bro.
It's very
lazy.
Like,
who's about? You know who's about?
That's
who's
it.
about on that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's about? I think you go and get him.
It's very lazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, never mind. I was gonna use an analogy, but yes, very lazy.
No, dude, broski, it's late.
You know what I was gonna
do
say?
your analogy.
That's why you laughing. That's why you laughing.
Do your analogy, bro.
You know exactly what I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's like it would be he's won a Champions League 3 years ago, or he's managed Bayern Munich, he's managed PSG, and he's managed Chelsea. He's been in the Premier League before. He knows how to reach finals. It's like reading the cover letter of someone's CV, but not actually checking the CV.
Facts.
Because everyone's cover letter's fine.
My cover letter's amazing, you know.
Yeah, everyone's cover, because we all use the same template. We all Google. You know what I'm saying? Now we all Google cover letter template.
My cover letter was cold,
yeah,
man.
my cover letter was
I wish I had it, man. I don't know if I still had it. I might read it for you guys at the end.
And if you read Tuchel's cover letter, it looks fire. Champions League winner, what was it, 2021, has managed Chelsea, has managed Bayern Munich, has managed PSG, has reached X amount of finals. Fantastic. But then when you actually open up the CV and look at the context of it, it's like, you're not it. So I wouldn't be against Tuchel, but I'm not for it. Like I said, I'd be like, that's underwhelming. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I hear you. Big up to Peter Filia. It says, Saeed wanted Eric Ten Hag shows how much he knows about soccer. United need a British coach like how? I told you Hojlund is a chubby workhorse. Mino and Nacho are mid. First of all, listen, everyone wanted Ten Hag. I don't know the revisionism. Most people wanted Ten Hag. This idea...
I was cool with him because, like, I didn't know a lot about him.
How does that show my ball knowledge?
Yeah.
Or soccer. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Americans, you know what I mean? Soccer.
Hey, it says Canadian dollar.
It's a Canadian, sorry, Canadian.
Adam, that's your guy. I'm staying out of this.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming this on my people.
Broski, like, come on, man. What does that mean? I know about football. It's about it's based on new evidence, and when I found new evidence wasn't good, I called him out. So Peter Filia, I think for me, you're very, very harsh on that one. But at the end of the day, if you're the football guru, then you're the football guru, innit? Simple. Neo says, Tuchel is better than Potter and Southgate. Tuchel is the best in class in this slot. If not Tuchel, then who? And Jose says,
and that's the point I was talking about before you carry on in regards to not lowering the standards. Yes, Tuchel is better than Potter and Southgate. Why is Potter and Southgate Manchester United's bar? Is my response to that. Why are we looking at two managers, in my opinion, who are not good enough? And I just spoke about CVs, who don't have anywhere near the resumes to be even in the conversation for a United job. Yeah. What have Potter or Southgate done to be in the conversation? We should have a much higher criteria and much more boxes need to be ticked to be considered. Because that's the problem is Manchester United don't treat the job like it's lucrative.
Nope.
I'm saying there's no entry point. It's like, yo, you can get in this club with anything on tracksuit bottoms, you know what I'm saying? Sandals, flip-flops, t-shirt, vest, nothing, just anything. Anyone rocked up and anybody gets in the club, nobody gets searched, nothing. It's crazy.
You know what, yeah? Big up to Jose as well, but big up everyone in the panel. My homie Staffy. United should go after Poch and buy Chilwell, in my opinion. Shush. About that. That's my opinion to you.
Jose is my guy. Listen,
yeah, Jose.
I know him on a personal. Listen, go worry about the chicken and the roosters you're growing in your backyard. You keep Poch, you keep Chilwell, and leave me out of this, bro. I'm tired of this guy, bro. I'm tired of this guy. Bro, this guy, I'm telling you, he has chicken and roosters in his backyard. So go worry about that, bro. Working with that is better than working with this Chelsea team that you have. So go enjoy that, bro. Buy more corn for the rooster.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up to one goal difference, no philosophy. We can't outscore teams and we can't defend. What are we after 2 years? Eric Ten Hag is like a wife who chats shit. So find a girl. And if I'm Barada, I don't know what that is, man. Maybe get Michael from Girona to United is saying, you know what it is though? Like there was a question there about what's the identity of United? Like we don't know the identity, man. There's no identity. 2 years, Adam, yeah. You know, you're a guy that looks at tactics and whatnot. Like 2 years he's been here, yeah. And he's not like, you know, Ollie, he may have left an imprint of counter-attacking style and, you know, the Greenwood, the Martial and Rashford. He imprinted maybe the front three and, you know, like we had our lockdown era and what, you know, then you could go to Mourinho and say, you know, that era of 2017-18 when we had that 4-0 FC and we probably the best team, you know, in terms of a title race. You know, I know we finished 19 points, but it was a strong team. You know, you got the Van Gaal team where we were tough to beat, and you know that season where we won the FA Cup, like we beat big teams. Like, you know, like there's something there for these managers. You know, even David Moyes got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. You know, like he got something. What has this manager done apart from a Carabao Cup? Yeah. Apart from that, what has he left in this team 2 years in? He's damaged his reputation, man.
And you know what? The last two games, Anthony started and Eriksen started, and we've been shit, but we've looked like a bit more in control at times. So I'm starting to think last season is just because Anthony and Eriksen played with Casemiro in midfield, and we had Varane and Martinez that we looked good. Like nothing has changed, and he tried to coach this season and bring Mount and Onana in this. And the moment he started trying to coach, the moment it went very, very badly. So my thing, I suppose that if he brings back Martinez, Varane, Anthony, Eriksen into the lineup with Casemiro in midfield, we're going to be just better than we are now and just about what we were last season, which means it's the players. It's not him. Because if you think about it, last season he had Eriksen, Bruno, and Casemiro always playing. That was the team. And Anthony was always playing as well. And we were still not very good, but better than now. And the last few games, Anthony and Eriksen started playing as well, and we look a bit better, still very, very bad. So that means the guy is having no impact on the team, only a negative one. And as a manager, that's damning. Like the moment you're trying to do something, it looks worse. I don't know if you're following my logic, but just it feels to me like the less he does, the less he touches the team, the better it is.
Yes. Yeah, it's true though.
I get what you're saying, because if you look at this season and last season, like he spent more money, got more of his players, and we went backwards. But he had less, less of his own resources. We perform much better. Yeah, I hear you. Trust me.
Yeah, it's
fully get what you're saying.
He's
have no one playing the actual thing. You know what's mad as well? He took off Kobe Mino, and everyone in the crowd, they booed it. There was booze around the. I didn't even go. By the way, I didn't even go to this game today. By the way, I just, Ten Hag has just killed me off, man. I'm not even going to the games now. Yeah,
Okay, man.
Nobody wanted my ticket as well. I gave my ticket out. Everyone.
When you next going out, Arsenal, is that the next time you pitch it up?
Yeah, Arsenal. That's
game.
it. And then probably Newcastle to end it off. But maybe if it's not Newcastle, that match, leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we know where we are, there's no point me giving them a send off. Because the last game we walk around the stadium and that. No, listen, get out of here, man. Because he made a speech last time. We are going to win the FA Cup. We are going to, the team needs you. And
These guys will fight next week to win.
We'll fight next week.
Manchester City.
Man.
No one fought, bro.
I've seen them do all this.
We almost
speeches,
fought
man.
De Gea. That's why we almost.
You know what? I just saw a tweet, Saeed, from Ricky, who said we need 10 points from our last 4 games to match the total under David Moyes in his season.
Yeah.
Yes, I said it. I sent it to Minna. Shout out to Minna before. We're not gonna do it.
I think we need 4 to just match Ranić/Ole season.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't think we'll get 4. I'm being really honest with you.
What's Ricky's Twitter, by the way?
I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
I don't see us beating. I don't see us beating some of these teams. We probably can only beat Newcastle at home. That's really about it. Because we got Brighton
I don't
away.
think that's a guarantee.
Listen, side, we got Palace and Brighton away. I don't see us winning any of these. And we got Arsenal and Newcastle at home. Obviously, if you would pick one, you would pick Newcastle at home, not Arsenal. Do you
I
really
would
see
say
us getting 4
Brighton.
points?
I would say Brighton away.
Brighton
Probably the
away.
one.
Did you forget what happened to us?
Only
last
because of the
September
way
with
they play
Brighton away?
football. They will leave spaces behind.
These games
Only-
got draws.
Okay,
written
draw.
all
They
over.
draw. Exactly.
Saeed,
Draw.
we won't touch the ball. What are you talking about? We won't get the ball.
I know, but they'll make a mistake, and that's where me will scam a win. That's probably the only one, I think.
I don't think so. I think we're against Spun still.
I think Saeed forgot what happened the last couple times we went to Brighton. Last season when they
last season
scored the
it hurt,
penalty.
man.
The Ranić season, they scored 4 against us. Remember that?
4, yeah, 4.
Saeed, I'm just reminding you. We
I
always
know.
get there and we get spanked. So that's not a place that we win at.
Chris Mills said EPL starts a random drug testing coaches. I listen, man, a little bit long for Fingy, man. And someone saying about Sam. Listen, he don't know shit, man. He's just waffling, man. You get me? Like, there's no point. Nah, I'm being serious, man. He's just chatting shit, bro. Trying to make up exclusives at this time, bro. You don't know shit, bro, man. You get me? Allow it, innit, man. For me, listen, everybody's trying to say, oh, this manager, bro, nobody knows nothing. But let me tell you something, Ineos, you cannot let this manager stay 1 more year. I think everyone's going to lose their minds 1 more year, bro.
Bro, you can't.
Everyone's gonna, bro,
If they keep him, then I just know to like, all right, you man ain't serious. I'm checking out before balls even kick.
Facts.
I'm like, all right, it's just vibes, trolling the ups, and yeah, just running bants and jokes and knowing what I'm going to get. And at least it's not going to take till November, December like it did with Ten Hag. I know from the start, and I know even if they do sack him, there's no hope in regards to the next manager because you man are not serious because you have all the evidence to give this man the chair. So there's no way he should survive. There's no way he gets acquitted of his crimes against this football club. There's no way, and people have asked, oh, if he wins the FA Cup, should he stay? There's no way that should even be a thought process. Should it even be a thought process from Ineos or anybody involved? Everybody in the group chat, everybody in all those meetings, if somebody even suggests that, kick him out of the group chat. Someone even suggests that he should stay if he wins the FA Cup. Yeah. I don't even want them around for other decisions because that should not even be if that's a thought, slap yourself.
I want him gone before the final. So if we win,
I agree with you. It pisses me off that he gets to be there at Wembley.
Because the thing is, as much as it's a tough game because it's against Manchester City, if you get a new manager in, you at least have an opportunity. You have a puncher's chance. At this moment in time, we just waiting on them for an injury. If it's a boxing sense, we just hoping they roll their ankle. That's it. Like we hoping because even if they have an off day, it's like we're probably not gonna win. Pray for penalties currently.
Facts, bro. And you know what I look at? We scraped our way to that final. We really did. It's not like we smashed our way. Remember when Mourinho got fired right before the League Cup final for Spurs, and everyone felt like that's like they were like, wow, he kind of like got him in a final. He deserves to be there. I actually think we got there despite of him. The fact that we scraped Coventry, we won because of the players on the day, not really because of him, because they just ended up winning on penalties. Who did we play in the quarterfinal? Someone remind me.
Charlton.
No. We played Newport when we scraped them as well.
Oh no, Fulham was the quarterfinal. Sorry, Brighton in the semifinal. FA Cup. It was Brighton.
No, not last season. This season. Who did we beat this season before we played Coventry? I'm trying to remember. Someone in the chat remind me right now.
It was Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool. And
Yeah,
we got
Liverpool.
through that with the skin of our teeth, but we barely made it. That's what I'm saying. He didn't even convincingly get us in an FA Cup final. It's like players on the day grinding. Onana saving that penalty for us against Coventry. As we said, Ahmad scoring that goal against Liverpool when he wasn't even getting minutes like that. And it was such a freestyle type of game when Salah was off and everyone got off and we came back. None of our wins were like, you know what? He at least deserves to see it. I swear, the fact that we might win the cup and he gets to lift it, and then you're gonna see, that counts.
No, but that would be scary though. If they,
but that's what I don't want to see, Saeed.
Nah, they won't base it on that, man.
No, not them, but
Ineos.
how many Ten Hag stands, especially on because the Ten Hag inners on.
2 trophies.
They're gonna be like, oh, give him a chance, He did this, he did that.
Exactly. 3 cup
I don't want to
finals,
risk it.
2 titles, 2 trophies in 2 seasons, and the worst ever United Premier League team, and people want him sacked. Can't believe this fan base. And then the cycle goes again. Like, you know what the narrative is. Like, they have these sentences that are already made, and then they pick and choose between like a set of things to say to defend him. Oh, 2 trophies in 2 years, and you want him
They'll
sacked.
push it no matter what, Adam. They'll push it no matter what. Them blue tick merchants. You already know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true though.
It's embarrassing.
It's true. You know what I mean? Like, it's a joke, man. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Guys, can we get 1,000 likes, people? I don't know how many likes we're currently on. It's over 2,000 people in here. Make sure you follow at the Mandem. We're on 687. That's amazing. But please, guys, let's get up to 1,000 likes, people, if we can. Follow up Staffy TV, Adam Manred, and also Sarcasm City will be live after this as well. So make sure you lot check in over there as well. We're redirected over there. So big up to everyone. Big up to Blake Gould. City fan players and manager aren't good enough. Restart the process if you want, but challenge for the league. Better off with Amarin or Nagelsmann. Amarin could be available, but Nagelsmann won't be. He won't be available till 2026. So, yeah, but I hear you on that point there, man. Omar says, get Mourinho in for the final. And Cadden says, best channel on the net side. You see the bald eagle said he took off Kobe for McTominay to control the game and for Scott's creativity. More attention. Stream wins less season like Chelsea. Okay, yeah, that's true. You know what's mad, yeah? He said, he didn't want Kobe Mino to get injured. He didn't want Hojlund to get injured. But he played Hojlund for 90 minutes against Sheffield United. So if you play against Sheffield United 90 minutes, broski, like, what are you doing? And that game was more, that was more competitive than this game here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of them where we had more control of the game in Sheffield United. This brother is again gaslighting us, man. Not that I'm saying Hojlund deserves to bring
that up, Said. I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Look at
the
also
fact that
McTominay side.
Bro, get out of here. When did he take off Mino against Sheffield United? Did he take him off early?
70-something. Today he got subbed off in the 64th minute. And I said I said every game he makes the same substitution. Win, lose, or draw, no matter what the circumstance of the game is. In the last 20 to 25 minutes, he always subs off Kobe Mainu. The reason Garnacho didn't come off today at the same time is because Rashford is not there. So he can't be taken off Garnacho. He needs one of them on the pitch. But every week, every game, he does the same thing. No one today, logically, by the way, I'm not saying if Mainu stayed on the pitch, we would have won. Because you're not going to win the game from your DM or center mid anyways, whether it's him or Eriksen. The fact that we've seen Eriksen play more minutes than this guy, by the way, brings on McTominay, who said he's not fit enough to play 90, which clearly means that he's not well enough. And you already played him 120 minutes earlier in the week against Coventry. He comes on and he does his knee. That's another injury that's on him. Okay, he's overplaying the same players. You know who could have came on? Amrabat. Amrabat is your signing. You have someone injured, 100%. He chased them all summer. Why are you bringing McTominay on and not bringing on Amrabat?
He wants a goal. He wants that last minute, to save his job. That's what he wants.
Exactly, Said. I know people were going to say that, but he's injured. And guess what happened? He just did his knee. So he's probably out for the season. Looks like an ACL or something. But that's exhaustion, bro. He played 120 minutes versus Coventry when he trained 0 times that week. And now a couple games later, because we played midweek and he played in that game. If I'm correct, he played in that game. And now he played him again. And now he's out injured. And then people are going to sit there and be like, look, it's excuses. It's injuries. Don't make excuses. This and that. Once again, he's getting one of his players injured. So who am I to put that on? The fact that he can't manage these players because he would rather McTominay save his job so bad that he brings him on while injured then bringing on someone like Amrabat because he doesn't trust the players on the pitch to win him the game. That's why
Doesn't
he went
trust
for
them.
the roll of the dice again and threw on McTominay because it worked a few times this season where he saved his job. So he was like, let me throw the dice again. But look at it now. You've abused it so much that now he's injured. Now we're not even going to sit here. I'm not even going to sit here and say, sell McTominay this, and that, because the guy was supposed to leave in the summer. He ran his body through to the floor this season, and now he's injured. Defending this manager tried to sell him. So get well soon, McTominay. Hate to see anyone get injured, whether you rate him or not. But this is another one that's on the manager. Why is he subbing off someone who hasn't been injured and is actually decent in the midfield like Menu and bringing on McTominay and not Amrabat? It's just a lot of questions that no one is ever going to answer. It's just always, it's a cycle. We're just going round and round and round and round and round, and no one's ever going to give you an answer to why this manager is not good enough. Another player that's injured because of him and his tactics and his antics. But it is what it is, bro.
You know what? Yeah, I just think for me, you know what I mean, ultimately, you know, I think this is the worst season, man. I think it's the worst season. Worse than David Moyes. Generally, man. David Moyes didn't have this amount of quality, man. Like, people can say, oh, yeah, he had the team that just won the league, but that was an aging team. We had Cleverly, Danny Welbeck, who, again, like I said, probably better than these forwards. But I'm just saying, like, yo, like, we didn't, like, Januzaj was a youngster. You know, Wayne Rooney was probably past his best, let's be honest. We had Van Persie, who was, I think, had a couple of injuries that season, get a massive drop-off that year. We had an aging Evra, you know, like, it was a good team, but we only had one signing, and that was Marouane Fellaini in the summer. He didn't get 200 million to spend, you know? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. This is the worst manager post-Fergie. People don't want to hear this. It's the worst manager since post-Fergie. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm looking at it from a point of view of the football, the feeling, the kind of like, yo, like, what does he give you as a fan? The feeling is one of the most horrible feelings I've ever felt as a United fan. Genuinely, man. Genuinely. I big up Xavi, big up Knowledge, man. Hope you're well, bro. Xavi won the league last season and is leaving at the end of the season. Top brands keep Eric Ten Hag. He won a Disney Cup. Most Premier League clubs fans are soft. They need mediocrity. He tried, deslides, and runs for the badge. You know what's mad, Jack? I don't know if you know Xavi, but now he's staying.
Yeah,
he's now staying. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's got credit in the bank. He won the league title. You could argue, you know, he's staying. It's like fair. Okay, cool. But
and he turned the season around, Saeed. He turned the season around. That he got him playing better football in the second half of the season, and now they were in the quarterfinal versus PSG. So he's done a few things.
Well, there you go then. Thank you very much, Samson. Worst manager ever. And I'm just seeing the way Crystal Palace are playing football here. They've had Glasgow since when? Since February, is it? They sacked Roy Hodgson. February, March. Glasgow.
Not a long time, anyway. Yeah, look at the way they're playing. Yeah,
look at the way they're playing, man.
Oh, it's not really.
I'm just seeing it.
If you put me in charge, Saeed, I'll just pick the right players and say, you know what, figure it out between themselves. And
bro, I swear, I think they would do better, bro. I swear, if you just tell the players, yo, just figure it out within yourselves. Most of you guys are senior enough to know how to play. They'll put something better than this, bro.
Exactly. Like my dad always told me the same thing. Like if we had like Burnley's team and United's team playing on the beach or in a park, like no grounds, no managers, no nothing, we slap them every time. Like if we play like 11 against 11 in the park or something, just or in the beach, just fun, like just casual games, United would win. And then you put the grounds and the coaching and the pressure, and we lose, or at least like it's worse than. It always feels like we lose, even when we don't. So it's
on Monday, Said, next week. Sorry, before you move on to the next point, I love this. I love this so much because we're gonna play Palace at home. Yeah. I would when we lose. Sorry, in their home, I meant to say, not our home. I apologize. So we're gonna be away. When they play us off the park with the managers who's been here for less than 2 months and quote unquote lesser quality players on the pitch collectively, except obviously a few individuals like Lisa and Eze and them, I can't wait for the excuses that day. I really can't wait for the excuses because everyone who talks about time, this manager is going to have less time. Everyone's going to talk about money spent and players being signed and this and that. No one here is going to tell you that crop of players is better than our crop of players because it's Palace at the end of the day. So I can't wait for the excuses when a lesser team actually plays better football than us and win the game. Because I am 100% guaranteeing now, and I will come back on Saeed TV if we win, and I'll hold court. But I'm telling you right now, there's zero chance we're winning that game. we are not getting a point off Palace when we go to Selhurst Park on Monday.
You know
Oh,
what?
it's good.
I can make a prediction. Like, of course, they're going to blame injuries. Of course, like it's
Yeah,
expected.
of course.
They're also going
Hey.
to say, like, the stuff
Hey.
that makes absolutely zero sense, but they are still believing it like it's the truth. The thing that I think is fascinating all the time is like Ten Hag needs to be backed. These players are a disgrace. How can you expect him to perform and play his style when Martial is still here, when Sancho is still here, when Lindelof is still here, and they're going to blame all the players that are not playing. It happens all the time. Just notice it. It's fascinating. They say Van de Beek is still here on loan, not doing what he should do. Ahmad is not Ahmad doesn't have an impact. Rashford is not there. They are going to blame anyone and everyone but the players playing and the manager. It's a fascinating cognitive dissonance. Like, this is truly brilliant. Like, how can you come to the conclusion that the football being played, the cause for it is the players out on loan and injured? I love this shit.
And you know what, Adam? Today also, when you look at the front line, because obviously,
Yeah,
this,
what was I
this
talking about? Did anyone think Garnacho had a bad game, or did he have a good game? Like, be honest, like Garnacho today.
To be fair, he should have had a
absolutely
penalty.
knackered today, man. By the way,
he should have had a penalty. If I'm being honest with you, the reason I don't talk about footballing decisions is because we're crap. Refereeing decisions because we're crap anyways. But I mean, I think he's done enough to earn us a penalty today. That one where he got kicked in his shin. Listen, I know that's not a GA, but like he's done enough to cause trouble in the box and earn a penalty there. But the front line, because people were making excuses, Anthony's his guy, Hojlund is his guy, and Garnacho, obviously he rates and everyone rates. So explain to me why that front line was so poor in the final third today. Anthony had a goal, but he was bad today. I'll be honest. Maybe in the late in the game he kind of did a few good decisions, but collectively I didn't think he was good for the 90 minutes. Hojlund already spoke on, and you made up a good point, Saeed. Garnacho looks knackered. And then
look at this guy. Look at his comment here, man. I love these comments, because people think that I back Garnacho.
You
till
do
the
love
cows
him,
come
though.
home. I've tried to. Hey,
you do love him, though. I'm not gonna lie.
listen. I'm just trying to tell you guys, Garnacho should not be starting week in, week out. What have I said? I've said it. He shouldn't be starting games.
I agree with you.
What do people want from me? I'm saying drop him because I feel like for me, he isn't being able to find that consistency.
He's
Like,
regressing.
people think,
He's regressing.
I think he's tired.
I don't think he's
man.
tired. Again, that's what I said. He's just limited. That's what it is. He's in the worst. He's in the worst possible predicament in regards to he should not be starting week in, week out. I've said it on your platform before. No way should I agree with that. However, you are starting week in, week out. So therefore, you're being judged as a first teamer for Manchester United. You are our go-to guy in attack. Again, should you be? No. But Garnacho is our go-to guy. We need a goal. We need to create. We're looking at Garnacho. That too is get the ball to him and he's going to make something happen. That should not be the case. One, because of his age, and two, you just don't have the ability. But it's because our senior players are not doing what they're supposed to. Rashford, even though he didn't play today, is not doing what needs to be done. Anthony, who cost a lot of money on the other side, is not doing what needs to be done. Bruno is also not doing what needs to be done. So our three senior attacking players who should be our go-to guys are not. So then we're looking at Garnacho, and today he was just Garnacho, bright, runs around, runs laps, willing runner. So he's always gonna have chances. He's always gonna create clear-cut chances and half chances. This guy is crazy.
This guy's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. Look what he started, man.
Like, that's just legit what it is. Like, I think he should have done better with the chance he had today. He put wide. But that's 100%. Just because he's a willing runner, he's going to get into those situations. But when it comes down to it, he lacks quality.
Then I agree with you. This wasn't me, by the way, defending it, because Saeed will tell you that I've actually criticized him a lot here. But I'm actually, I'm cutting him slack, even though I don't rate him like that. I do agree he's limited, and that's why I kind of took it against Saeed. I said you do love him, you love to defend him.
People say he's limited, he is. If you look at, he's probably our most dangerous attacker.
And that's the point I'm talking.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I just said, Saeed. But Saeed, that's what I just said in regards to he is our go-to guy. But
he's our go-to guy.
I think Ahmad and Sancho are more dangerous.
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I agree. I think I would start them anyway ahead of Garnacho, Ahmad and Sancho. I would, because I know they would bring. They would benefit the team more better.
You know what's crazy? Sancho and Diallo, who I think are better players than him, should not be our go-to guys either. They should
Well,
not
there
be
you
our
go.
bar.
But that's
We
yeah,
should
that's a
not
bigger
be.
issue.
We should not be chasing down games and chasing down top 4, and all of a sudden it's like, and that's not because I rate Sancho, I rate Diallo. They shouldn't be our go-to guys. Look at everyone else's go-to guys who have win league titles and aim for league titles, and also Champions Leagues as well. Who are City's go-to guys?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
A De Bruyne, a Bernardo Silva, Foden more so this season, Haaland for all his criticism, and we're talking about Garnacho, Jadon Sancho, and Diallo. You see the difference. Who are Real Madrid's go-to guys?
Yeah, that's different.
It's night and day different.
Like
day and night difference.
Modric, you know what I'm saying?
Vinicius.
Cruz, Vinicius Jr., Tchouameni. There, look at the difference of caliber of player I'm talking about. Even though I mentioned different positions, we're talking caliber of player.
Like Real Madrid's
Like
makes money is Valverde. Tells you all you need to know.
And I guarantee you, Valverde was in our side, we'd be looking at him as a go-to guy.
No,
You're
we'd
the
be
guy
saying,
that gets
you
us
know
going.
what? If we had Valverde, we'd be saying, what is he? Is he defensive? Is he attacking? What is he doing? Like he keeps passing sideways and backwards. He needs someone like Declan Rice to allow him to go forward, and then we'll bring someone dead, and then we'll bench Valverde and we'll go back to Bruno. You know how
But that's the problem. And then when you talk about individuals, then when you look at the lack of system, they're not helped. Garnacho, I say it again, he's in the worst possible predicament. Arsenal and Liverpool are second and third. Sancho and Ahmed are better than these man's go-to guys. That's why they're second and third. Because their go-to guys are not good enough either, Rants. Arsenal and Liverpool lack quality too. That's why they are the way they are. That's why, Rants, you didn't predict them to win the league. That's why I didn't predict them to win the league either.
In this situation here, I would obviously say Sancho and Diallo would start here. But right now, we have Anthony, who is useless. Yeah. We have Rashford, who for me ain't good enough and doesn't want to be criticised. And apparently it's abuse if you criticise him, yeah? We got Hojlund, who lacks the fundamentals at this current stage. Yeah. Who else have we got? Is that it?
You know what?
Attackers?
The players that the good players that we have are not starting for us, and they would be starting for other teams that are better than us.
Yeah.
And that is tragic.
Yeah.
Like the players that our fans consider not good enough would start for better teams in better competition.
Facts. I hear
You know what I saw today, Adam, when Sancho scored? I swear on Twitter, people were saying, and that's United fans saying he's scoring in a Farmers League, brother. If we were in the Bundesliga, we wouldn't be top 4. That team that you're calling Farmers League, that league that you're calling Farmers League, they have two teams in the semifinals of the UEFA Champions League. England has 0. So if they're farmers, what are we? We need to get off that high horse where we just sit there and look.
We the Gucci Farmers League. We the Farmers League with money.
Bro, we're just
we are a very well marketed league. Like we are very well marketed Farmers League, I should say. That's what we are.
We just we just have expensive tractors, you know, we have advanced technology. They're still using their hands with everything, but we're just an advanced Farmers League, bro.
Exactly.
Because we're looking at these leagues and we're making fun of it. They're someone is gonna I'm telling you, we're not advanced Farmers League, bro. We're a Farmers League with technology. That's really what it is.
Because Leverkusen move around themselves. Yeah.
That's what they got the remote tractors, while me and Flawless in the Premier League, we're actually doing the labor ourselves. But I'll tell you what, Leverkusen is gonna win the Europa League. And as I said, you could very much have a all German UEFA Champions League final. Depends on what happens there. But we're calling them farmers. If they're farmers, then why can't we play better than them?
You know what, Steffi? You know what? The Champions League is a Farmers League too.
Yeah, that's why we haven't won it since 2008. We're not good enough to win the Farmers League. It's a joke.
It's true.
It's a joke.
You know what I'm saying, but
people were saying like Pep before Pep came to City, like he did it in Spain and Germany with the best team. It's a Farmers. It took Pep 2 years to turn the Premier League into a Farmers League as well.
Yeah.
Like it's basically what City have done in England is not different to what Bayern Munich have done in Germany for the last 10 years. Very little difference.
Facts. And even Juve when they went on like 9 years of winning.
Exactly. And PSG in France, the same thing happens. It's a Pareto distribution. One team wins the most.
Yeah. But guys, I wanted to bring up something if you don't mind, because I feel like this is going under the radar. Mason Mount today came on in the 92nd minute.
Again, what was the need?
I forgot.
I think it's because of
McTominay got injured.
He came on because McTominay just he was behind the goal. He waved. He was like, "Bring someone on because I'm finished." That's the only reason he came on. Just the same thing he did last week when what's his name, Rashford did his calf, walked off the pitch and he brought on Ahmad. This guy actually
Yeah.
sometimes makes subs because literally he's ran his players to the floor.
Yeah, it's injuries because McTominay is
That's-
one of those. He'd run off and he'd attempt
100%.
to run off an injury. So yeah, I actually
100%.
forgot Mount actually got on the pitch.
He kept talking about him in the press conference pre-game when he said, "Oh yeah, Mount is back." So why are you talking about him if you're not going to play him and you're going to play injured players?
No,
You didn't even give him a 10-15 minute cameo.
He
You
gave
brought
him
him on with 2 minutes left.
number 7, 60 million priority signing, and McTominay is ahead of you.
Bro, it's mad.
That's alone. That's
That's
alone.
mad.
This is not Mount's fault. This is the other guy's fault. I'm not even
100%.
I'm not even getting onto Mount now. I'm with you, like, it's got to a point now where I forgot about my agenda that I had at the start of the season for not signing Mount. I was equivocally like against signing Mount. I was like, no. But now I'm like, yo, let's see what this guy's about. Man, he can't be any worse than what we've got right now.
No, we
You know,
did.
if
you tell me-
Just
if you
watch him
tell
at
me-
Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying. As in this apparent new system and a new lease of life in a number 7 shirt, and would that bring any confidence out of him? Like, bro. But now, bro, apart from that goal against Brentford, like, just no use. There's actually no use for Mount. Like, I want to see him do well because it's got to a point now where I'm like, surely, you know what I mean? He has to change the narrative, but he can't do nothing. Can he stay fit?
I think
we got another Luke Shaw on our hands, man.
I think he's better than Bruno. I'd play Mount over Bruno any day of the week and twice.
But he would never do it though.
Hey,
And
hey,
today Bruno stacked the place out today. by the way.
Wait. I know there's a 5-a-side near you that's not too far from where you live, and you take man who play there over Bruno. I know that fact.
Yeah.
I know there's someone in your phone book who you would phone right now and be like, "Hey, I will take him in the side over Bruno." But I do understand your overall.
Yeah,
point.
I have cousins. I have cousins that
See?
they nutmegging Bruno, or like just nutmeg after nutmeg. Like, you know what? For fun.
Yo, for real,
Fun.
man, for real.
You
You
know
know what
what?
it is?
I think
Yeah.
a midfield of Mount, Kobe Mino, Amrabat with, for example, Sancho, Ahmad, and
Play
Martial.
Kobe Mino forward. He's getting a bit lost now, man. He's a bit lost in that midfield, Kobe Mino. I do feel for him, man, because we're not using him correctly, man. Kobe Mino, bro. Like,
Kobe
man,
Mino.
just like, he's having zero impact now in the team. For me personally, I don't see his impact now. It's becoming less and less because you know why? Flipping my man's hogging the fucking number 10 role. Like, put Kobe Mino forward, then play Amrabat and
That way you said
Eriksen
my
if you
man
need
took
to.
me out. I'm sorry, man. That's funny. Yo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like,
But you know what's
seriously,
funny?
man.
Can you
Drop
imagine-
Bruno, man.
Can you imagine yourself playing with McTominay and Bruno in midfield? You'd lose your head. You'd lose your mind. Like, it's like I said. Like, I think I said that on the show. I think it's been weeks since he last saw McTominay and Bruno. Kobe, he hasn't got a clue what they are.
Nah, for real. Well, it's true, We laugh, yeah, but it's true. It's actually true.
It's actually
Hey,
facts
bro.
because Maino against Coventry actually he played as a more of a 10. He was more advanced in that game, if you guys remember. And then
Yeah.
when you look at the last 2 games with him and Eriksen playing, I feel like the last game he was more advanced and Eriksen was the 6 because we dominated the ball versus Sheffield.
Mm.
And then today it looked different. It looked like he was a little bit behind more to Eriksen. So Eriksen was playing that 8 role too. The fact that I've watched the same 3 players for about 3 games in a row, all play different positions. What does that say about the tactics? What does that say about our formation? What does that say about the game plan? Because they're the same individuals, and every game I see them doing something different. How come one game I see Maino up front, not up front, but advanced, and one game he's basically the 6 picking up the ball from the back line? Like, what is the idea here? Like, what are these? This is what I'm saying. Everyone who says let's give him a chance under new ownership and a new structure and all that. What has he done on the pitch to show me if he had better players, he would do better? Because I promise you, all of us here would love nothing more than a manager for us to look at a manager and be like, you know what, he deserves backing.
Yeah.
You think we want to do emergency streams every Saturday? No, we don't. We want to talk about wins every Saturday.
Yeah.
But when I look at the tactics on the pitch, does anyone look at the tactics and you're like, you know what, if we replace this player with that player, we will become a better team? No, because we don't know what we're doing, and the players don't know what they're doing. This is why the players look clueless every game. Look at Casemiro's body language every game. Even though, by the way, I'm not a big
He's
fan of
10 out
Casemiro.
now, man. I told
Saeed,
you.
you know I don't like Casemiro, but when's the last time I defended him?
He was flying into challenges today.
He don't want to be there, bro.
He
He
flying
doesn't
into
want to be
challenges
there.
today, though.
Aye.
Go on.
Fair.
No,
And
but look at his body language. He doesn't want to be there, Adam. When you look at the way he's playing,
And Shah,
towards the end of the game, he start playing attacking. I'm like, bro, you're the center back. Why are you up there? Because
you
you
know what
don't
it is,
care, bro.
Staffy, if you was playing our position alongside Maguire, you wouldn't want to be there either.
Nah,
You'd be
By the way,
like,
Maguire, I don't think Maguire put a foot
Yeah,
wrong
that's
today,
trying to
man.
be
I'll be real with
Maguire's
you, man.
decent.
Nah, he
Maguire's
wasn't, but I'm
decent.
saying in general. He was,
Oh,
he
yeah,
was decent
generally,
today,
yeah,
but
of
I'm just
Trying
saying,
to run
I'm just
away
saying,
from
like
him, yeah.
in general, like it's
You know
not-
what's
like, it's-
Staffy?
it's not- it's
This
not the real
manager,
thing.
man, yeah, I think Ten Hag is the first manager to play with 3 number 10s. Like he's taking the piss, like really taking the piss. And the fans that defend him are going to say, yeah, it's revolutionary tactics. That's why he needs to be back because we have some type of brilliant like theoretician or some shit. Nah, man, he just haven't got a clue. And if the players look like they don't know what they're doing, it means the teacher's poor. He's not teaching well. He's not coaching well. It's embarrassing.
Meanwhile, there's a 6 sitting on the bench, by the way, an actual 6.
Mm,
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
but he was on the bench.
yeah.
But you played 0 6s. Your only 6 was in centre back because you have no
Yeah.
centre backs.
I big up Kaz in the building.
Big up Kaz.
Kaz, how you feeling, bro?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
If you don't
I love how
laugh,
you start with a laugh.
if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Yeah. And you know what? I keep telling myself I'm done, and then
You watch the game, don't you?
I watch the game, and then it's like, you know
Yeah.
what? My head's gone. You know, like no,
Yeah.
there's. It doesn't matter what this guy does. You know, it's like if anyone's had an ex-missus, yeah, and you're the one that is checked out of that relationship, it doesn't matter what that person does. They just irritate you over and over. It don't matter. They could say something nice. You just like, yeah, whatever. Like you're just done. Like this is me right now. I've had enough of this white mega mind. Yeah, but I'll tell you for free.
Hey, you could get away with that one.
I
You know what I'm
thought,
saying?
yeah,
You can
yeah.
say that one.
Yeah.
Go
I
on.
can say that one. But what's it called? But I'll tell you now, yeah, the Chelsea game hurt me, yeah. But see that game today, I think in aspects, it's not just his fault because Anthony decided he doesn't want to score properly. But that one hurt me as well. And I'm not joking, Saeed. When I think this man is purposely trying to get sacked now, I'm convinced. Because there's no way on this damn dunya that he says, you know what? In the press conference before, talking about control, talking about being tight at the back and everything, but yet leaves the space in the middle. I think he's having banner. I think he just wants money now. I think he wants his bread. Like he just wants his money.
I said banner. Yeah, it's true.
So
That's
and then
fun.
when he brought off Kobe, I'm honestly starting to think, is he Pep Guardiola? Like, does he like a certain demographic of man? Because honestly, it's really getting to that point now. It's horrible. How do you put Ahmad up front and say, you know what, that's gonna work?
Yeah,
no,
and
honest-
hoof the ball up. What, bro? What's this wrong with this
Who
guy,
got-
man?
And the person he hoofs up, he purposely told Onana, ping it to Garnacho and see if he can win the header and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
He sacrificed McTominay to the gods. Hear me out. McTominay had knee issues. What happened today? Knee
ACL.
issue. ACL.
That's what people are reporting.
Oh, now we can't even sell this guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not official though. It's not official.
We actually might be cursed. The only saving grace for this season, yeah, is the fact that we're still above Chelsea, and that's shameless. That's a mid-off in itself. That's how embarrassing it's getting. And then nearly won tonight.
I don't
And
think
we've got-
there's anything positive, to be honest.
I don't know, man. Has anyone seen it? Has anyone seen Invincible?
Invincibles.
You know, has anyone seen the program on Prime Invincible?
No.
Nope. It's class. Watch it, yeah.
No, no.
If anyone's watched Invincible, Ten Hag's the guy in the last episodes. That guy. He's the white version. That's him. He thinks he knows
Yeah.
it when he don't. He's a criminal.
Uh,
I'm done with it. Anyways, Si, look, I say I'm checked out, but guess what? I'm probably gonna cry against Crystal Palace next week. So.
I won't have time to cry. I'll have half an hour before the Big Six stream.
I'm
So,
trying
you
to
know what I mean? I'll just
Oh,
get
you'll
cooked, you know what I mean?
You'll
no
cry
question.
live there.
There's no point
Hey,
shouting.
hey,
on-
you
the
tough,
thing
man.
is, no point shouting
You
on,
be
man.
a-
I'll be all right, man. I'm cool, man. I'm gone past like, you know, this day. I'm like, yo, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know
Your
what I'm saying?
acceptance. But yo, Saeed,
Yo,
I got a dip
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So hey, big up to all you man. Love for having
Big
me,
up,
Saeed.
man.
Hey, big up to the
We're
panel.
gonna raid over
Everyone
there
watching.
soon,
Hey,
people,
love
man.
to all you man. Yeah, every time.
Come on, man.
Bless up,
Big
bless
up,
up.
love, bro,
Hey,
love.
bless up.
Hey, Elite Pundit, man. We need to talk, bro. It's been a while, man. Elite Pundit. Tuesday, I'm gonna shout you, bro. He says here, cutting Sancho and Ahmad, Anthony Slack, who struggled because of the system. But you judge Hojlund this harshly. When a striker isn't in the right position, you will see good crosses going into areas with no striker there. You know what it is? I think a lot of people are getting onto Staffy, yeah, because he put a clip out. Obviously, you put
Yeah,
that clip out,
he retweeted it too.
yeah, and listen, I understand it, yeah. But my thing is, yeah, I'm not against Hojlund, yeah, in terms of the future, but I am against Hojlund for now. Does that make sense to everyone? I'm against Hojlund of making sure that the pressure is on him too much because I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready next year. He might not be ready in his third year. We have to give him time.
What are we giving him time for, Saeed? What are we
No, hold on a minute. Let me land.
Go
What
on.
I won't give him time for is the obvious flaws in his game that I don't think he can correct. You either have it or you don't. But why are we in this position? I said in the summer, and I've showed you the tweets, why are we getting Hojlund in now? Are we relying on Hojlund? Seriously? Are we going to rely on Hojlund for the whole season? We are ludicrous to do that. And people in the summer were calling me negative. So now, when it happens, why is everyone moaning?
What do you mean? What do you mean negative?
Summer.
How can you be negative? How can anyone be positive about this? How do you? It's like life in general. When stuff keeps hitting you in the face and it's the same mistakes over and over and over, how are you meant to remain positive? Eventually, it's going to bring you down. I wouldn't call it negative. I call it being realist, if anything. This is what I mean. It's rinse and repeat with this damn team. It's not even anti-Hojlund. It's anti-everyone at this point. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And to be fair, he annoys me every time because Ten Hag wants him to drop deep, but yet he wants him to run in behind. He wants him to be this complete striker, and he's not. And it's not his fault.
Yeah.
We should. How we get out? We got told, yeah. Jason Wilcox told that we want possession football.
Yeah.
Burnley made more passes than us. Burnley. It makes no sense. This whole conundrum makes no sense. And and how does anyone put any sense? Yet you want tacticals coming out. Now it's just putting this player against that player and who's the shitter version of which one. And that's it. This is it. This is us. This is Man United. This is the banter era. Will it begin? Will it end? We'll know in the summer. So I don't know how you be positive. The only positive is that the season's ending soon. That's it.
It's legit the only reason. I said I'm looking forward to 2 games. The Arsenal game just because I want to see if they're going to win the league or not and if we're going to impact it, and the FA Cup. Everything else I don't care for. Everyone who's upset over the game, I'm mentally checked out. But as you said, how can we be this bad and people tell you not to be negative and not to complain and not to criticize? Bro, you're telling me we're supposed to play possession football and I have a striker who had 14 touches in over an hour of football against Burnley in 19th. Someone has to get blamed. If you don't want to blame Hojlund, blame the guy who recruited him. Because how did we sell? How did Atalanta sell him to us, and they got a better striker than us?
Bro,
they went and got
It's an agency, man. What's the SEG agency? I'm telling you now, man. This is all part of the SEG agency, man. That was a signing for their agency. It wasn't a signing for United, bro. Let's be honest, man. Like,
Saeed, but that's what I'm saying. That's beyond the point. The team that sold us the player ended up getting a better striker than us.
I know.
Scamacca is a better striker than him.
Scamacca, bro. I would take Scamacca right now.
It's not even an age thing because, as you said, you look at the overall game that he has. He doesn't have things that are gonna, in my opinion, at least. And if people don't like it, that's fine. I look at his overall game, and even when he peaks, he won't be that overall striker that should be playing in the front line for United game in, game out. I look at some the strikers around the league that I rate him more than him, and when he reaches their age, he won't be better than them. I don't think he won't be better than Isak. He won't be better than Solanke. He won't be better than Tony. That's just 3, bro. He's not even playing better than Mateta. Look at Mateta. Mateta's a bum, and he has a better overall.
Plays next week. We play Mateta next week,
and you'll see what Mateta does.
Yeah, he's gonna show Mateta. He's gonna show him. And by the way, Mateta's a striker that nobody has rated ever in the Premier League. But you know what?
You know what the funny thing is? So the guy who sold us Maguire, from I think Leicester at the time for 80 million, he's the same guy who works for Atalanta right now and sold us Hojlund for 72 million. So
you're joking. You're joking. Is it really?
Yeah, go check. I remember it coming out. It's the same guy. It's the exact same guy.
DM it to me. I want to see that.
No, I remember seeing this last year in the summer when we did buy him. It was the same dude. So he knows how to take us for a ride.
No fucking way.
Bro, that's a GTA.
Yeah, I heard about this. I can't lie.
So because you know what it is? It's Man United like to deal with people they're comfortable with and that they've dealt with before because that's how crap we are. And of course they went to this dude, an SEG agency, to do everything they want because we suck.
Yeah.
United thought, we know this guy is going to fleece us. Let's go.
He literally faced us. I think it's 72 million euros. So technically, Hojlund costs what, 65 million pounds or something, or 64. It's not the point. It's just money. It's just crazy. You know what I just find mad with Ten Hag here? It's just I think it all stemmed. The downfall was that it's the Anthony thing. When I think our recruitment actually has some decent players to offer, which they did at the time, and there was a whole thing about what about they had to go back 4-year datas, and that was already false. But it's like, why did you sanction for Mason Mount when you need a certain profile? Because remember, he's got veto power. Why did you sanction? To be fair, I don't mind Onana signing, but why did you buy a possession goalkeeper to not play possession? You play long ball. And why did you,
bro?
Because we needed a centre back. We needed that Kim Min-jae a lot more than what we did with Mount.
I said go get Kim Min-jae.
And we didn't want to sanction of 42 million. And guess what? That was in installments. This is what I mean. We are the definition of arse and cheeks. We are the nasty bit in the middle where the hair is, fam. Nasty settings. That's where we're doo-doo crumbs.
And this is my priority.
Whoa.
That wasn't really that wasn't so But these are his priority signings, by the way, because a lot of people like to say he never got his first and second options. He came into this summer, first thing he wanted is a goalkeeper.
He tried to make us go for Cody Gakpo. Do you understand?
Bro, actually, now that you said that, I want to remind you guys of something. Our front line, if we went for his first options, would have been Gakpo, Nunes, and Anthony. Thank God that didn't work.
Because you know what I think the club wanted to take pressure off themselves by giving the manager what he wanted, because the fans said, "Oh, they are never giving the manager his first choices." So they went and did anything just to please Ten Hag.
I'm gonna put
his first choice.
Crate 11.
That was his first choice. So.
Let's put a crate 11 of all of his signings.
I'm not gonna lie. I won't get onto the Malasia one because 12 million. I couldn't care less.
Okay. So he got Onana, right? So Onana. Who did he want at right back? Did anybody know?
He actually wanted Malo Gusto.
Yeah, Gusto was a good signing.
And that would have actually been a lit signing for us. And now he's playing
centre back Kim
Min-jae. And to be fair, he wanted
Lisandro, innit?
Yeah, he got Lisandro.
Timber. He wanted Timber.
But let's just put Lisandro there because obviously he's
why is Kim Min-jae not coming? Maybe it's just it's Min-jae. It might be just Min-jae.
Yeah, they changed the order of the.
You sure?
Yeah, right there.
So and then you got Lisandro, right?
Nah, he wanted Timber first. You should put Timber.
No, but we got Lisandro in the end.
We got Lisandro anyway. I'm just saying.
Are you putting his first options or who he got?
Who he got and his first options. So we're adding a bit on there. So Malasia. Even though we'll not see this guy, let's put Frankie De Jong because he wanted De Jong.
That would have been such a bad boy signing in theory.
On the right, who
it's
did he
not
want?
going to be a bad team, to be honest.
He got Eriksen in it, so let's just put Eriksen in there.
That was not. Yeah, you could say that Casemiro.
You could say Mount and Casemiro, to be honest.
Nah, we didn't go for Casemiro until he missed out on De Jong.
But you said players that he has got and the missed. I would take away Eriksen because it was a free signing. I'd put Casemiro in there.
And he wasn't going to get Casemiro.
Casemiro was never going to come in if he got De Jong.
70 million.
Well, then we have to take away Lisandro, then put Timber in, no?
That's what I tried to say. I think you should remove Lisandro.
Okay.
Put Timber in.
Rabiot as well.
He wanted Rabiot. Yeah. He wanted Rabiot before he got
I'll take Eriksen off then. But then Rabiot was...
No, leave that. That's the correct order because Rabiot came in also after De Jong. Left wing, he wanted Gakpo.
But he wanted Gakpo for striker, though, didn't he?
Don't know.
Do we really know?
Right,
because
Anthony.
Oh, this stinks, man.
Brother, it stinks.
Honestly, this is bin juice. This is when you forgot that there's a bit of liquid in your food.
I don't think
it's this. You know what? Oh my God, we wanted Nunes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was gonna be our front line. That was gonna be our front line, bro.
It was gonna be it.
Nunes was the first target he wanted.
This is trash. You know what? Yeah, that back line would actually keep the ball so well. You know what? This team's actually not that bad.
Man.
Exactly. I rate the back line.
I rate the back line. Brother,
midfield and front line is
What's that, man?
Midfield is
stuff.
Right.
You need to send. We go over there.
No, I have that, brother. What's that, brother?
Brother,
I need to get that,
man.
Yeah,
I need to get that one.
Frimpong.
It's not
Yeah,
too
you know
bad.
what? It is Frimpong low key though.
You know what? I
So?
think.
No, he wanted Gusto, bro.
By the way,
Gusto.
from what I can kind of tell, I think Frimpong is the right back choice. That this is what the club wants, not just not Tenag. I think Frimpong is nailed on the.
Give me a rating out of 10 people. What
And he's-
do you reckon? Where would this
can't-
team finish in the league?
The
So-
build-up in this team is decent. Final
This
The
third
team is
build-up's
better than
decent.
we have now.
No, I can't lie, Saeed. You know that meme when he says they had us in the first half, so the first little bit is good, and then everything else is like
because
you
that
got me,
back
man.
line is not bad. I'll
That
take
back
that
line is serious. I like that back line.
midfield. Look at the balance in the midfield. There's no balance there.
There's no balance. But if he did get De Jong, I don't think we and Mount. Let's say he wanted Mount because he was his first. I do believe we would have went for a DM. Like there would be one.
Who's the DMs that he wanted?
I
And
think
don't say
this
it's because
team-
that was a different profile.
Don't think we really been linked with any.
I need
to be
someone in
honest.
the comments to remind us if we forgot someone.
I think this team is better than one that played today.
Oh, they're easy. They can actually play football here.
Exactly.
Except for the guy.
If you
except
do
for the
want to
guy-
be fair, though, you could probably put Bruno in this team instead of Eric, because
And
that's
Rashford.
would have wanted to line up because he still wanted.
No, but no, this is the signings of what he could have been as a signing. Do you get it? We're not adding anyone in. I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like, this
if
what
he
could
had,
have been.
well, you know what? If he had all of these signings, some of them very expensive, wouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
Gakpo wouldn't have played.
Wouldn't
If
Gakpo-
if we're doing a combined with what we have already versus
Yeah, of
what
course,
he's
of
trying
course.
to add
Combine
to,
what we have already. Yeah, it's
so
different.
if we're combining this is my 11, and I'm gonna let you guys agree or disagree. Onana in goal, I think Gusto on the right, Timber, Kim Min Jae, and the left would have been Luke Shaw. Midfield would have been De Jong, Mount, and Bruno, and the front line would have been Nunes, Anthony, and he would have played Rashford on the left. Honestly,
Yeah.
that doesn't even make the formation
I
better.
think you would have played Timber, Martinez, and Shaw.
We wasn't gonna get
Yeah.
Martinez if you got Timber.
Wait, Tim.
yeah,
Then
Timber
we
was
got
the second option.
wait,
Remember?
Tim and Martinez. Sure, we'd have no height in the back line. That would just be.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
doesn't care, does he?
He doesn't care about anything, man. But we shouldn't assume that he
That
cares.
front three is cheeks.
Nah, I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think he would play Bruno, put Rashford instead of Gakpo,
Yeah, I agree.
Anthony there, but then again, maybe he'd play Garnacho. Like
Nah,
he
nah,
would
nah,
try
bro.
to
He
wait to
definitely-
make the worst
Aye,
out
that's
of
hurting
every
my
signing
eyes,
he
man.
got.
I'll be real with you. That team is hurting my eyes.
You
Yeah,
should have
that's right.
tweeted that. You should have added these 3 players and tweeted that and saying
And-
what would this 11 would have gotten Ten Hag.
But he's gonna only add, yeah. If he stays in the job, yeah, he's gonna wanna add
Ping pong.
Frimpong, Branthwaite, maybe.
He wants to spend another 250 million just to put Rashford, Bruno, Hojlund, and Anthony as a starting lineup.
I don't think he's allowed his choices no more, anyways. So that's the whole point of like Ashworth.
Yeah.
You think Ashworth isn't on a burner phone on a Nokia brick and saying this is what is going to happen? Of course he is. Come on, man. Of course he is.
Yeah. I agree.
Jason Wilcox and you think Omar Barada, he used to be the chief of operations over there, is going to rate any of these players? I don't think so. Like I think Ineos are doing their own thing. That's why they took away in the contract saying, you know, after this, it's done. Like you're not having no power. They're going to bring in players that they feel is suitable for the club, and that's that. And like, it's Frimpong's not even a right back. I reckon he might be coming in because he's trying to revamp that whole right wing. That's why we're looking at Elise and a Frimpong because we need different type of options.
Different type, yeah, options, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, man said open a can of worms. I shout out to the brother here. Just when I thought that I was out, they pulled me back in. You know what it is, yo? Big up Book of Eli as well, man. Thanks for the donation.
Big up Eli every time.
You know, yeah, I just listen. Whatever happens here, Tuchel is a strong candidate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want Tuchel, but you know, if it is, then it is, isn't it? But,
I have Tuchel. If you're going to do the wing back system, which I don't think he's going to, with the 3 at the back because he's changed.
Would you be confident we could compete with Tuchel? Would you be confident we could compete with Tuchel?
The only way I would say
it'll be harder.
If Pep leaves and they got their flipping cum shot in Liverpool and then to Arteta and all that kind of stuff,
That's
I'm
when you
all
play
good.
the clips. though.
I think we might have a chance in 2 seasons if we believe.
Pump shot is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't.
Anyway, I believe if Pep goes, then there will be a chance in 2 seasons, though. In 2 seasons, if he is to leave, that's the only way I'll be like, yeah, because domestically, let's be honest, Tuchel's been crap.
Yeah, domestically is a bit mad. Yeah, you know what it is. Listen, Chelsea fans, man, like chat to us, innit, man. Like, are we
He makes
getting
you.
a good guy?
He automatically makes you harder to beat. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he makes
I
it
don't
hard to
think-
beat.
Exactly.
I don't
You
think we
have-
lose.
have
We,
some
do, we
structure.
yeah,
My-
we don't lose. We don't lose north to 20 games a season if you have Tuchel.
My
You become a dominant team in the league. I don't think so. But it's
my
better
issue
than
is he can't. My issue is he can't handle egos.
You
Yeah,
know
I know.
what? He has a bit of Mourinho and Conte in him, which is
Yes,
he could go
yes.
to war with some players. But then again, we need a manager to go to war with players as well a bit. Like the players are a bit
Yeah.
too comfortable and they're a bit like we had the conversation yesterday. If we had someone like Conte, Mourinho, and Tuchel, we wouldn't have players putting out tweets because they feel sorry for themselves.
Yeah, I agree with that part. And then when it comes to his and as well, when he has a favorite, he has his favorites, and that's what's gonna annoy us fans. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because I
Yeah.
guarantee he will lap up somehow. McTominay don't get sold. He's getting in his Tuchel team.
100%.
He's 100%. And then you know what? That's when I'll be like, you know what, Bunny, get oh, get Anana then, man. If you love McTominay so much, go get that waste of skin. Because honestly, I can't stand McTominay. I can't.
Bro, he got rid of Onana and go, by the way. Because that's
I
not
don't-
his type of goalkeeper. Remember Mendy? Mendy had everything but playing for
No,
the back.
but he was
everything.
he was putting in howlers though. Like, do you not remember some of his saves? Do you not remember? He was letting in stupid saves.
He was worse on the ball, though. Like, he would give up the ball a lot. He was putting up
Yeah.
good saves because he was very acrobatic in goal. But
Uh,
Nana's not his guy at all, bro. And listen, if you guys don't want Rashford in the team, trust me, you don't want Tuchel. Because if Tuchel comes in, he's keeping Rashford. He's not getting rid of Rashford.
broski, man. It just feels like it's just same old, man.
Pick and choose your poison, man. I honestly will tell you guys this. Whoever the manager that comes in next, I won't be so adamant on them. And I definitely won't be like, nah, don't get me this guy. Because I don't have any strong candidates going into this one.
I hear
I'm gonna
you.
give
Lucas, he
whoever
didn't-
comes in, I'll just give him a chance and I'll see where it goes.
No, to be fair, no, I see that comment. I remember seeing ages ago, even speaking to Don, he didn't want Koulibaly, he didn't want Lukaku, he did want Sterling, but he didn't want them two profiles. I remember this. Like, I can't remember what centre back he wanted, but I'm pretty sure it was a Portuguese centre back or something over there. But he didn't want Lukaku. Sterling would actually cooked if he actually had a proper striker, a proper number 9 with him. But Lukaku was just not the profile that he wanted. He
He
liked
wanted
he's-
Aubameyang.
What's
and got
Tuchel's
sacked.
best team? Let me check Tuchel's best team.
A
I can't
combined
lie.
11.
His best team might actually be the flipping see that Dortmund one he had in Dortmund.
Dortmund team was
Now the
sick.
Chelsea team.
Good, really good, really good.
The Chelsea
Chelsea
team,
team.
Chelsea team won the Champions League, but they weren't really that good. They were
That's
hard
it.
to beat.
That's it.
I think it was the
Koundé.
individuals. Koundé, yeah, he wants Jules Koundé at Chelsea. Remember, he rejected Chelsea. He even made a tweet about them or an Instagram story about them. And he
I
trolled them
remember,
and they
and
lost.
then and when he went to
PSG
Barcelona
one,
instead.
yeah, but the PSG
Yeah,
one was
yeah.
always going to be good though with Neymar and Mbappe and that.
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
always
He's
good,
he's
though,
managed some good
you know?
teams. He managed some good teams.
One thing that we'll get is the thing is what I find with Tuchel though, and I think you might agree. Adam, like you said, assurances when it comes to against the big sides, we'll have a chance. So things like cups, this is why he's so good. I did see Chelsea pop the ball about. Like I see that. I remember them popping the ball. But the thing is, we got that in moments, and that's the annoying part. If you don't have IQ players, it's gonna look sour.
Yeah.
Very sour. And we're gonna if I'm gonna come out the OT for a lot of the season again, I can't lie. I'm not trying to watch Tuchel ball all season. I can't. I really can't. But I don't know, man. I think anyone that went to Chelsea was destined to not do great, anyways. At that point,
Because I want to know when he left Chelsea, where were they in the league?
They were third in the league.
third. They finished third, and then they got. So in the first season, he ended up getting them fifth or something like that. And the Champions League. Then he finished third. He wanted a striker, but he didn't want Lukaku and a couple man. But you know how Abramovich
him.
worked. Fell out with him a little bit. Then the whole scenario of changing over management happened. I don't know.
Because they've been way
Okay.
worse ever since he left.
I think if we get Tuchel, he'd demand that we get Ivan Toney.
He likes a hold-up striker. If you remember, that's why
Yeah.
he fell out with Lukaku because he wanted to do hold-up play. And Lukaku, that's when he flirted with Inter again. And that's why he got
Low-key
Kane.
when he left, yeah.
If he gets
Low-key
us
when he
Kane,
left,
I'm not gonna lie. If he comes to us and brings Kane, I'll take him. I'll take Kane.
You won't
for-
bring Kane, man. Kane's
They ain't gonna-
staple,
he
man.
ain't
He's got
staying.
400
I mean, I
grand a
don't
week.
think it will happen. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, 400 grand a week, man. You get me?
Is that
Unreal.
what he's actually on? Oh yeah, and also, what's his name? Daniel Levy. He got a buyback clause in him. He got first option. He controls him again. That's in his contract. There you
Yeah.
go. So we're not getting them.
Yeah, it's mad, you know, when you deep it, man. It's crazy, man. I just want, like I said to you, man, I just think for me, we gotta know we gotta know what we're doing. That's all I want to know. Like, we gotta know what we're doing, man. Because if we don't know what we're doing, we're finished, man. Genuinely. We're finished.
Yeah, he went. Oh, yeah, he did want Anthony Gordon as well.
Milan's coach, nah, not for me. Pioli.
He's not even their coach anymore, is he? He got sacked.
He got sacked, yeah. People say, what can we talk about Wan-Bissaka? Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, I'm done, man. Sell that brother. Finish.
Man.
He's not.
I'm done with him. I'm done.
What do people want to
him,
say about him?
Good. Me?
No, I said, what do people want to say about him?
I want to
I'm
say
done
this.
with that guy.
When I
Done
tell
with
you
him.
now, yeah, this guy plays in 90-degree angles every time. Body positioning, trying to shoot. He looks like a wind-up toy. I'm telling you now, straight lines, 90-degree angles, and nothing more. There is nothing fluid about it at all.
Stiff as hell, man.
He also
but stiff.
So if you've been in an academy, yeah, or even at semi-pro levels or anything like that, trust me when I tell you now, you learn from very early age to not dribble with your instep because you know where they're going every single time and you lose about a second as well from where you're about to go. He dribbles with his instep still, and he's a grown man. So he's not taking, so that learning he did coaching from, what's it called? Remember he was putting up videos last season or the season before, whatever it was, goes to show he still hasn't learned much. You still dribble with your instep. This is what I say. He turns in 90 degrees. He dribbles in 90 degrees. He has to shoot up like the wind-up toy that you have to wind up and then it will pop out. Jack in the box.
Now, you know when you try to do a power shot in FIFA and it just slows down for a second because you got to wind up first. That's really what he was trying to do today.
Yeah.
Honestly, it reminds me of when I was on Xbox 360, yeah, and I used to get lag. Do you know what I mean? On Gears of War. It's like that. It's like it needs to load up first. Your bullets ain't registering. That's Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. He reminded me, today, like you said, stuff. He reminded me of remember when Pereira tried to make step overs for like 2-3 minutes, like no one's going to come and get the ball. It's like, bro, you don't have all that time. What are you doing?
It's insane, bro. On
and
the edge of the
Garnacho,
box,
we can't be going into new season. Garnacho as our left winger, not with that decision making, man. His decision making, he gets. The thing is, I'll give him gracefully. He's 19 years old, and I do believe
he can learn. He can learn.
He can learn. The thing is, this is why I don't get on to him too much. He's 19. He can learn, and he's under a crap regime, and we got to be careful. This is where I talk about the abuse and stuff like this, where it can get lethal. It might be a Marcus Rashford situation. If you don't buck up your ideas, you will end up that talent there. Forget about it. Forget about it. It will just be.
You know the thing that scares me with Garnacho, and I agree with you, Cass. And I'm not like I don't think he's that great, but if there's a player there, we're trying our best to ruin it. Like he needs to step down. He needs to watch from the bench a bit. But what scares me with Garnacho is, I don't want to say attitude, but like the fact that he likes tweets, the fact that I think he's too
his brother,
exactly. Like he acts in a way that doesn't leave him much room. Like if you fail and you start like you keep taking the piss like you're doing, the fans are not going to be happy. Like you said,
he thinks he's better than he is, Adam. He thinks he's better than he is.
Exactly. It sounds like a Marcus Rashford situation again. Like stay put, like stay calm, work hard, watch from the bench. If there's a player there, fine. If there isn't, not too bad. It's fine. But yeah, like Rand said in the comments, like I saw the clip from Martial. If you look back at 18-year-old Martial, Sancho,
I know, man.
Garnacho is worse than all of them.
Yeah, as a footballer, yeah, but in terms of being effective, doesn't mean he can't have the better career still. This is what I mean. You can still nurture different types of talent. He seems like the guy that does work hard and stuff, and you need more than that. But some people blossom in different stages. I don't think he has the talent on Martial, but a lot of people don't. People didn't have the. What about Adel Tarat and all these men? When you used to see them, they didn't. We always have these sorts of dudes. Do you get what I mean? So and they don't, and it doesn't work out, unfortunately. And sometimes the guy that works harder has a better career. And if you've got a talent,
19-year-old Martial, man,
gravy.
Brothers, we underappreciate it, man.
If you put Martial now with his old age in this team, we look better.
Wait,
I know, but that's getting him, though.
That's no debate. That's no debate, Adam. I wouldn't even need to say that. It's like me telling you the sky is blue. I don't need to tell you.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot that there are only reasonable people on the panel today. So, bro,
Martial, like when we talk about Martial 19, this is why I'm not gonna lie. I get to onto this fan base a lot. They didn't appreciate what we used to have we were crap, and they were
Yeah.
blaming the wrong.
Yeah.
Imagine we were that one team that was
This guy's in
blaming.
Granada, you know. He won't go to Granada. He's got a bit of. I think for me, yeah,
Sai, give
because
it
of
up,
the
bro.
Ronaldo situation, yeah, and the fact that he plays Argentina and he won't end up at Granada. Trust
It'd
me.
be a
He won't.
Simeone
No, because
team.
he's Argentinian. So
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
was Bolivian, you wouldn't have been saying
That's
that.
what I
What
said.
does
Yeah,
that
he
have to do
was,
with anything?
same with Anthony. If he was from Peru, but you think he'd be known? He won't be known. It's
Bro,
'cause he's
respect
Brazilian.
Peru. Actually, listen, I'll show you my local park where the Hispanics play. The Peruvians play better football than that. Wallahi, the two things about Peruvians that I learned in the States, they make good
Are they
chicken
good?
and they know how to play football. Yeah, bro, I used to play with them in the park, bro. They all had that lower center of gravity and I'm 6
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
over.
yeah,
They used
yeah.
to cook me, bro. I used to
Yeah,
never
they're
get the
good.
ball
They
off
have
them.
that Pereira.
Aye.
Yeah,
Who's the
don't
best player in
disrespect
Peru,
Peruvians.
by the way, that they had? Is it that guy? What's his name?
Ooh.
Forgot his name, man. Guerrero, was it Guerrero? Some sick player, man. Let me bring this super chat here. Question for all panel. What's your ideal window this summer? Each one of you would add or get in, and who would you sell?
Give us a
We
limit
could be
because
here all day
we
for
can
that.
all go all show, bro.
That was it.
You can all
Yeah,
spend
yeah.
an
Tomorrow.
hour.
That's a whole show, man. But listen,
Yeah.
we'll
It's very
we'll
easy.
definitely discuss that another
Very
time. But big up. Palace put us in a slip on Monday. Says Craig, we are
Wait.
finished.
Hold up. We're playing Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Next Monday we play Palace.
Next
Oh,
Monday,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Not this Monday.
Solano, yeah. Pizarro.
Pizarro.
Why, is he the one that used to play
Mario
for
Pizarro.
Bayern Munich?
Pizarro played for Bayern.
Yeah, Bayern Munich. Yeah.
Cold player.
He's a striker,
Yeah.
right?
Cold player. Good striker, man. Good striker. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, and
Trust
obviously,
me.
Nobby Solano. Nobby Solano was good, man. Left foot, right foot. You know what I mean? But you know what it is, though? You know what it is, though, man? We need to get some talent in this United. Like, our talent is Ahmad, but he's not gonna be used, man. Like, I
But
don't know, man.
people want to
You know,
stream.
you know what knows me? So, one second.
Go on.
Why does Ten Hag stifle Ahmad Diallo when he comes on the football pitch? Have you noticed here? He's telling him, yo, Ahmad, stay here. Da, da, da. But then Garnacho and that, he lets them free to do whatever they want.
He looks stressed.
I know why.
with the
I know why.
instructions.
Saeed. Because
Why?
he wants Ahmad to snap back so he can say it's an internal matter and he's going to have a beef with. He wants to beef with Ahmad. Simple as.
I
That's
wouldn't
all
be
he's-
surprised. As crazy as this sounds, I really wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
he's that sort of petty man. He wants to beef with Ahmad so he can say, yeah, disciplinary measures, Ahmad on the bench, and it's justified. And we know that the fans are going to say, yeah, but he
Wallahi,
didn't learn
it's
from
so
Sancho.
true,
Look at
you know.
Maguire. He should take a page out of Maguire's book and this and that.
Honestly, this is a great time to go get a proper right winger and Ahmad to go in the midfield and go bring back Sancho, man, under a good manager. That's
See
what I'm
Sancho's
thinking.
goal today, by the way.
Yeah, class. But this is the time. It literally is the time. If we don't like none of these left wingers, give it to Sancho anyway. Even though I'm not gonna act like he wasn't trash, but I'm not being funny. That's not a part. That's not his game. Like running back and all that stuff. You need to start using these guys to his strengths. Possession, go get Sancho then, because I'm tired of these. Like at least he will set up Hojlund. At least in them positions, I know he's setting Hojlund up.
Look at this goal, man. Who's doing this for us, man? Who's doing that? See you
The
later.
Portuguese Magnifico, they call him.
Nice. It's a
what I'm
farmers league.
saying?
It doesn't count.
Farmers
Oh,
League.
man, what a goal! What a goal!
Oh,
what a goal, man.
I've had you lot are just giving me Peter, and there's people that want Amadou Onana, man. No, sorry, is that his name? Yeah, man.
Yeah, listen,
Allow it.
CK's not here today. CK he did a comp, man. He did a comp, man. Big up to CK, man.
We will be there. We will be
Yeah,
there.
man, he did a comp, man. You know what I'm saying
be
to you? But listen, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? Listen, if people want to talk about Greenwood, I know what happened with Greenwood, but Greenwood shelling it over there in Getafe, scoring goals,
Leave him there,
assisting.
bro. Leave him there.
It's one of them. For me, you know, there's ballers out there, but the problem is, yeah, with us, Rashford don't want it enough. Ahmad
He's
doesn't
not
get
good enough.
opportunities. Anthony is still shit. I don't care what anybody says. You know what I mean? Rasmus Hojlund ain't it right now. You know, we got some scrubs, man. You know what I mean? It's one of them.
Did you
man.
see what people call Onana now in the chat because of what you guys said yesterday? They're saying Onana's the black Domine. Oh my god.
McTominay, you know, wow.
Hey, I keep saying it, man. Manu Kone, man. Trust me, the truth.
No, we're not doing
Yo,
this
big up
again.
HK Music, man. He used to be a fan of Manu Kone. I don't know, HK, are you still a fan of Manu Kone?
Baller,
Big up
man.
HK. I know
Baller.
you say to him, go get Manu Kone and
Good,
that.
very good player. Very good player. Profile
Yeah.
that we don't have, and there's a lack of it. Lack.
We don't have any profile. We just have bums and like.
You know what it is? I enjoy a good midfield, and I do believe that our attack would instantaneously get better if we had a better midfield, regardless. You know, but people want to do Bruno prop. You know, every time I see a name, I've had to mute Neji, by the way. Neji, if you ever listen to this, I had to mute you because you know when he says, "Oh, but he doesn't have technical ability," shut the fuck up. Honestly, like it gets on my
Nah,
nerves.
chill.
Nah,
chill.
I mean, I got a good
You can't
relationship
say
with
that
AG.
when he's not here, man.
No. I'm telling him through the screen. You can clip it and whatever it is. I'll talk to this guy.
Okay.
Like it's not like I got a
Yeah.
stupid
Nah,
relationship.
because I have to be fair in it. If he's not here to defend his no, you can't say that, bro. Come on.
Pin it. I'll send it to him. How about that? I can't do any more of this prop for Bruno every time he does something well. To be fair, he had a good game today, and he let us down in one moment where we needed him. He did
Good
do
game. I don't think he had a good game.
Bro,
The
he
94th minute.
He had good
This
moments.
is what. Actually, can I say something on this cast?
I don't
You
know.
reminded me. I am tired on this platform hearing, especially on Mendham Talk. You know who I'm referring to. Big up
Yeah.
Meiji, but I have to cook him for this one. Stop comparing Bruno to KDB. KDB in that situation, KDB carries the ball to the opposition's box and either puts it in the back of the net or he squares it to whoever was next to him. I think it was Garnacho. The guy couldn't run about 20 yards before he made that pass. If you're going 2-on-1 with a defender and you can't find your teammate, stop making comparisons to KDB.
No,
The guy has zero
I believe
ball
that.
carrying ability. He's allergic to carrying the ball. I've said it for months. I'm gonna say it again. He's allergic to carrying the ball. It's Hollywood passes.
It's allergic to
bust.
the ball. Simply the ball.
And Adam, it's the 94th minute. You actually carry that ball to the box, make a pass, or take it yourself. You win the game, and he didn't win the game. But because he was cooking against Sheffield the other day and Coventry, I'm all of a sudden
Do we?
forget that he's been crap for a while. It is
Wait,
what it is.
Staffy. Let me ask you, because today this is where I defend Bruno a bit, yeah. Because even though I don't like him,
Fucking hell, man.
are we finishing that goal? Are we?
I mean,
Because we had
if he puts Garnacho 1-on-1, he does finish that. That's
Does-
one thing I'll give Garnacho. He
Because
does
last time
finish
I
his
checked, throughout the game, he made multiple chances. He did, and very good ones, and we could have put the ball. Anthony twice didn't pull the ball at the back of the net. Garnacho, you got people saying Stonewall penalty, all this kind of stuff, blah blah. He put Hojlund in, and he decided he wants to. I don't know what, man. It's like he's trying to absorb the ball rather than actually drive with it. Do you
Yeah,
get
but
what
I
I'm
cut
saying?
the clip too early, apparently. I cut the
Yeah,
clip too
man.
early. Bro, the guy couldn't take the ball like that. You should be taking it 1-on-1. But
He
people
had a
want to
good-
tell me, oh, what did he do after? He
His only-
salvaged. That's what he did. He
Yeah, but-
salvaged the chance where he could have been going 1-on-1, and he salvaged it with a pass to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sorry that I didn't tweet that useless part because that's not the part that I'm trying to talk about. The guy should be going 1-on-1 and he couldn't because he's crap. But it is what it is, bro. Keep crying about it.
I feel he had a good game today. The only thing I don't like is when Bruno drops deep. This is what I mean about technical securities and awareness. We nearly conceded when he got tackled. He went over the they shot over the bar.
The thing with Bruno is if he succeeds in what he does 50% of the time, you can actually attribute that to luck, because luck is 50% is the limit for luck, and it's way below 50%. So he succeeds in those passes and those long. It's actually just luck. Like when he does something good, you can't really attribute that to the talent and to the player because it is so random. Like I'm running out of words to describe Bruno. He's not that good. He just runs a lot and he's a weird specimen that never gets injured, which is his saving grace. But then again, that guy can't control a ball really properly. He just hits it. He does my head in. He's been bro, ever since he signed. We had Ole, who look, I think
How
Ole
old is he now?
like
It's
we
30 or 31.
29. It's gonna be 30 in August.
he's going to play until
thought he
he's
was 31.
33. Like
No.
he's not leaving this
29.
place.
Born in
Like,
94.
We had
yeah.
Ragnick. We had Ragnick, who has an identity and a style of play, and we weren't able to see it. And we have now this Ten Hag, who at least had an identity. We know how Ten Hag teams in the past play, and we don't see it now. Like we have managers with clear track records of playing a certain way, and we can't achieve it. And the only two constants of three are Rashford, Bruno, and fucking Lindelof. And it's mostly Bruno and Rashford. So how about we try without those two? How about just
Listen, let's wrap this up, man, because I can't lie to you, man. I'm sick of talking about United. It's late, 12:34.
By the way, I
we've
think
been
that
up-
Matt scores that chance if he didn't hit Bruno in the last kick.
yeah,
of
it
the
does.
game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was on target.
Yeah.
Because when Bruno is playing poorly, man, not only are you a man down, but they are a man up.
The fact that he blocked it. You know what pissed me off the most? He blocked it and then he complained. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, who you complaining at? Yourself? He went like this. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
he's
you
not-
you just hit the ball. It's your fault. What are you complaining about?
I know.
It's
Nah,
funny,
this
bro.
team's
It's
done, man.
funny.
Listen, this team's done. You get me? FA Cup and vibes. That's it. You know what I mean? I will be there. And yeah. Let's just see what happens with this
Bring
team,
Traps
man.
back, bro. Listen, Traps, if you're listening to this.
Traps, now he'll be there Wednesday, man. Wednesday, Mandem Talk.
So I
Marcel
know
will be
is
there.
depressed.
We're going to have to make sure Marcel's there, man. He said he's going to come next week. So Marcel, we will be there.
How many Ten Hag inners we still have, Saeed? So Marcel and AG.
Marcel, you know, is it Tyrone's the one that I'm with?
Oh,
again,
yeah, Tyrone.
You know me, yeah. I don't mind Marcel and AG. It's Tyrone because this guy sits on the fence.
I don't believe in it. You know what it is? I'll tell you about
Bro, he
Ty.
sits on the
I'll
fence
tell you
though.
about
Why?
Ty. I'll tell you about Ty. He lives about 2 minutes away from me. And I'll tell you now, this guy's putting on an act. He done it with Ollie. He tried to do the prop when he didn't believe in it because he doesn't want to be seen as one of the negative crew. That's it. Ty.
Why? No,
He's a
but
super
nah,
fan.
it can't
Ty-
be that, man. Because
Ty
he's
is
got
a-
good opinions. I like Tyrone. Good
but
opinions.
I know.
But
But I
where
know.
does he stand?
But remember, I know. I'm around this guy. I told you for free. He's doing it on purpose for a purpose. He don't want to be a part of the negative crew. That's it. He don't want to be a part of that. It's fine. Ty, you're a fraud.
Now, you know what it is, though? It's true because there's a lot of people like that, man, in the United fan base that are sitting on the fence because when they say Ten Hag out, they've now gone into that situation of, yo, I'm known as a Ten Hag outer. Like, broski, you're known as a guy who speaks his mind. That's what you're known as.
Trust me, he wants him out. I'm telling you now, Ty wants this guy out. Facts.
Well, we'll
Don't
find
let-
out on
don't let-
Wednesday, innit? We'll find
Don't
out
let,
on
don't let what he
Wednesday.
told you. Don't let Ty PR fool you. Trust me, he's out. He don't want it. He don't want it.
But he's going to say one more game. You know, what's this game here?
You know what? And I said
What's
that
this
like,
here?
I said that a few shows ago, Said. When you start looking at the manager situation game by game, it's gone.
Saeed,
This
we
is
need
it, bro.
we need their pictures on cartons of milk whenever they don't show up because it's too many disappearing. You know,
Yo,
they be
trust
disappearing.
me.
They disappear like Bruno in big games, bro. So we need their faces on carton of milk, and when they're not here,
Yo.
just put them on the screen
Yeah.
so people can start looking for them.
Yeah, no, listen, fair play, man, fair play. But listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna raid Flawless. He's live at the minute. Staffy, big up to you, man, as always. Guys, have we hit 1,000 likes, by the way? Guys, please get us 1,000 likes. It's been a good show today. 1K, yeah, big up to you lot. Big up to you lot. I'll be back tomorrow for the Arsenal game. Come on, Arsenal. Save the season. Save Man City from winning 4 in a row. Hold that, you the London United fans. Hold that. But we are not together on this one. But yeah, Staffy, what you got coming up, man?
I actually don't know, bro, but I'll be live. I know I'm live every Monday. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be live or not. I might be busy, but I'll be live on Monday. Mac and Waffle, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Weekly show there, so make sure you guys turn up to that. And I do have a quest, Saeed. I mean, I'm almost on 5K, trying to reach 5 subs before the end of the season.
Come on.
Hopefully everyone was watching here. I don't know how many are watching, but if everyone,
There's a lot, man. There's over nearly 2K, man. So yeah, man.
if everyone can sub to the channel, I'm actually, if you don't mind, I'm gonna drop the link right now in the comments.
Yeah.
If people can sub and help me reach 5K before the end of the season, it'll be great. And listen, thank you for always having me, Saeed. Big up to the Mandem. Big up
Love, my bro.
Adam, and big up Cass. Obviously, Flawless was here earlier. Big up to
Yeah.
everyone to the comments. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And no more emergency streams, please. No more.
Yeah,
It's when
for Rich
Next
Surreal.
Monday, bro. Next Monday we're here.
Now next Monday we won't be here because it's Big 6, so I won't be doing one after.
We want
I'll be
more.
tired.
you know, Saeed is going live after the Big 6.
Bro, see, I'm not.
Yo,
It's
man,
11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. So by the time that finishes, that's
you'll be up at 1 a.m.
nah,
already.
bro. Listen, I'm going bed, man.
I know you're gonna hit me up. The Saeed's gonna be like, "Yo, Staffy, what you saying? 1 a.m." I'm like, Saeed, leave me alone, bro. Find a number, bro.
Big up.
Yeah, big up, Never a Foul as well. Big up to you lot, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna say this straight. I don't care for more emergency streams. Guess what? It drives algorithms. We want subscribers, people. We are hurt, but we like joy. Yeah, us YouTubers. Let's not be around the bush. We love it. You love it. You like entertainment. Let it continue for other teams. We should even run up emergency streams for other teams and just cook them. How about emergency cookings?
I did
Emergency
one for
cooking.
Liverpool, man. I
Exactly.
did one for Liverpool.
Anyways,
That's the new trend.
I'm just gonna say up the Arsenal. Come on, man. You could do it
Come on.
tomorrow. Come on, man. We
Nah,
got
big
this.
up, man. Good to
Yeah,
see
man.
You. Good to see
In
us.
Arsenal, we
So-
trust. In
on.
Arteta, trust the process. Trust the
Exactly.
process.
Nah, big up, man.
Let's
Big
go,
up, man.
man.
Big up. Never a Foul. Big up to you lot. And obviously Adam, catch him on Twitter. Adam Man Red. He'll be everywhere. There's a Rashford post or Bruno. He'll be underneath it.
You'll
You know
see
what I
me.
mean?
You'll
You
see me
see him.
there.
You see him. When do you see him? Chike says, why do you overuse the word term generational talent, gents?
I don't think anyone
Again,
uses it.
Chike, that's a whole different conversation. But Chike, I'll save that for next time, bro. But love for the comments, man. Big up Rhino as well. Always Rhino. Love. You get me? Make sure you run up that track. Rhino got a track out now, so make sure you run it up, people.
Notice how Rhino wasn't here after a Hojlund stinker. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, bro. And Anthony scored, but I ain't rubbing in your face, Rhino. So learn, Rhino.
Guys, when you go to Flawless's chat, raid 16 out of 10. You know the score, man. 16 out of 10. When you go to Flawless, Sarcasm City chat,
Saeed TV
16 out of 10. But we're going to leave you with the video. You know what the video is.
This is madness. This is a sickness. This is. This is what this is. That's what Eric Ten Hag fans are. They're vaccinated with the wrong vaccine. And now the neurons in the brain are fried.